And we live.
Welcome back to, I think, the first episode of the DirectX show minus the fraud of 2017. I'm here, obviously minus the fraud, but we're also missing Kaleidoscope. He's handling some business right now, but he did help us out with the topics and whatnot. But yeah, let's go on and introduce the panel, starting with Xbox Uprising.
Yo, what's up? Good to see y'all. Good to talk, man. I'm ready to do this podcast, man.
Yeah.
We got Sega Forever here also.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Thanks for having me on Xbox All In channel. Great to be here.
We got Mr. Intro Media himself, 100.
What's up with y'all, man? It's your boy 100. I'm on the Direct X show for the first time without gay ass Wolf. Oh shit, it's gonna go down, man.
Oh shit. And we got something that would have never happened before. We finally got Hebot on the show.
He came out of retirement.
Bienvenido to the Xbox Direct X minus El Lobo. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me out with these fellow X-Bodians. Let's rock out. Let's get this going.
Oh man.
Did we mention that he is the most powerful gamer in the universe?
Thank you. I tried.
Oh yeah, and we got Ghost Rider, the ghost of the most.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Ghost Rider 730, and I hope you guys enjoy this DirectX podcast minus the fraud. It's gonna be live, y'all.
El Lobo. Ooh.
Yo, what up? This Iron Wolf here. Y'all, you guys, can you donate some money for me to get some Japanese games, guys, please?
Oh shit. So a lot of stuff's been popping off. As you can see, the gaming community is in a state of decay right now. We got Sony ponies doxing motherfuckers. And we all know who it is. It was the Mood 78. And it's really unfortunate what happened to the man. I always thought he was an entertaining guy. I always wanted to hear what he had to say next. He was just a great guy in the community. An entertainer. He was the Howard Stern of YouTube, in my opinion, of this gaming community. And just to see him go out like that is really bad, He's a family man. He put his family and his work first, so that's a very admirable thing to do. But I'm always gonna miss hearing his take on shit. All the shit that they did, it's just very uncalled for. And in my opinion, I think they're gonna be hurting inside, because that's one less person to troll, and they get off on trolling.
This is what happens when you take plastic and make it personal.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. As for me,
Absolutely.
man, for the people that did that out there, whoever did that, that was fucked up.
Hashtag no facts, just personal attacks.
Yes, sir.
Nah, but Mooch, man, hold your head, man. And whoever did that, that's lame, man. Why are you going through people's personal shit? Like in real life, like you can get locked up for that, man. Like seriously, you going in there putting his shit
They
out
need
there.
to send them motherfuckers to jail. Man, I'm put this way. The motherfuckers did that liquor squad shit for Christmas and fucked up my son's Christmas a couple of Christmas ago. Motherfuckers need to go to jail, man. They got to make an example out of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to put jail on nobody, but if you want to do all this crazy shit, if you're going to give it, you better take it. You know what I'm saying? And his name is Fleece Johnson. You know what I'm saying? You better stay away from that man. Put that motherfucker's ass and put them in Supermax.
Shit.
Motherfuckers in General Pop. Make them feel that real steel. Because it's cold out there.
Listen, in my personal opinion, man, he Mooch won, regardless how anybody wants to put it, paste it, or say it. He won because that means they just couldn't take his style and his level of dedication to Xbox, to the gaming community. He did what he did, but he never hit and attacked anybody. And anybody that does things on the low blow when you can't get caught is because you're a coward. So they just basically made this man a martyr, because now everybody loves him more than before. It's vengeance. So we're not going to stand for it. We're going to back the guy up. I just hope he gets himself together, heals, and is able to come back, or gets the courage to come back, because I know it's not easy. It's discouraging. But fuck all these assholes.
But that's what you see, that there's weird people out there, man. Like, who would take the time to try to break into somebody's stuff, bro? And actually put
Yeah.
stuff out there, family things at that. Like, I understand
Going,
about gaming, or you exposing them of a game, or he made a mistake
yeah.
somewhere. You know, you trying to expose him to get views or whatever. But to do that, that's some stupid shit, man.
The
Right.
same
Was
the
this a
same.
Sony gamer? I don't mean to cut you off.
It has to be.
Well,
Who else?
nobody really knows in particular who it was. I mean, he suspect probably it's younger kids, but it could be anybody really at this point. You know, we don't really know. But I understand where he's coming.
Wait. I've been noticing one thing in the community though. They've been trying to say it's an inside job that us Xbox guys did this to one of our own friends. Like,
Well, it's the easy way out.
it's just they don't want to take the heat.
Mhm.
They're trying to make their community seem like it's untouchable when it's clearly not. You know, there's bad eggs on all communities, obviously, but something about the Sony community, they just take it way too far. And you know, and every Saturday when Mooch went on Crossfire, whenever Crossfire was, I forget, Friday or Saturday, that was their Friday. They'd be there trolling.
Yeah,
Those
they were
guys,
the
like
first one in line.
NZFK, those dudes like that, Omegazio, that was their week. Their highlight of the week was Mooch. And they think they won taking him out, but they're really, a part of them is missing.
Right.
Because a
right.
part of their weekly schedule was to troll this man and talk
Well,
about
I'm a
this man. Now they have nothing to talk about.
Well, you're
Right.
talking about the same community that threatened a voice actress over an exclusive game, threatened her with rape and murder and all kinds of shit like that.
Right.
Same community that went to a Toys R Us page because it didn't feature PlayStation in their hot deals of the summer, and said
Right.
so many nasty things that a children's store had to close down their website. I mean, this is their
Right.
community.
Well,
Native
I mean,
Forever,
I've-
what are your take on it, man?
Yeah.
I agree with a lot of you guys, man. The sad thing about it is, like you guys are saying, he's an entertaining guy, whether you agree with him or not. And the sad part being is that, you know, what it does is suppresses opinions. Because if you're a Sony guy, you need Xbox guys to kind of set you guys straight, man. Because that's how you guys end up with the system you have, and without the games that you want not coming to the system. You know,
Every
nobody-
hero needs a villain forever.
Right. Yeah, you need somebody to keep you guys in check, and Mooch was the perfect check and balance. I mean, you might not have liked his style. I thought he was hilarious.
Yeah.
And I know Heba
Yeah,
was
good
did a
content.
video earlier where he talked about this. He's like, look, we might not agree with everybody in the Xbox community, but stepping over that line when you start involving families, you know, I have a channel, I have my kids do videos with me and stuff like that.
That's wrong.
You know, that's just wrong. You shouldn't do stuff like
And
that.
whoever's happy for that, they need to check themselves, man. Because if you're
Mentally.
happy, mentally, like, that shows that y'all some sick motherfuckers. Because if
Yeah.
y'all really happy for that, y'all should just fucking choke yourself or throw yourself off a roof, bro, or hit yourself in the head with a rock or something.
Yep.
Speaking of people being happy over other people's misfortunes, you know, we were all in a party when the whole thing with Crap Gamer making an a la mix snack bar joke, like, you know, and you know, this person Iron Fraud pretended to be really offended by it. In reality, you know, the guy is laughing about it in the party, even like telling us, like, laughing how he's gonna put Crap Gamer on his knees and all this crap. And then we're like, well, what if he comes on and apologizes? He's like, man, he can come on and apologize. I don't give a fuck. I ain't accepting it. You know, shit like that.
Well, that's what frauds do, no?
Wow. And I'll tell you this, Chief, that whole shit was crazy, bro. That whole crack gaming shit and everything going down was weird. It was crazy as hell.
Oh, I remember you guys did a podcast about that. That's right.
It was awkward. That's all I'll say.
I mean, the man made a joke. The man made a joke in a world where we have freedom of speech. And, dude, if you don't like what somebody has to say, don't listen to them. Yeah, I mean, just because you don't agree with what somebody says doesn't mean you have the right to tell them they can't say it. That's freedom of speech, man. I mean, he did not mean it racially. Everybody knows he didn't mean it in a negative way. Like,
Right.
he said it the way everybody, you know, talks to each other, joking around. There was no hate. There was no intent. But this fucking weirdo, this weasel, somehow turned it into a social justice warrior event where he could stand on a soapbox and ridicule a person for nothing.
No, it's like 100
We
said a
laughed
couple of
about it.
times, Chief.
He
You
didn't
know,
joke about
we're
it.
grown
He
men
didn't
here.
care. He didn't fucking get. He just, dude, it was all about him trying to have power over crap, making a joke out of it. You know, laughing at us, laughing at us, saying, "No, I'm not even going to accept his apology." You know, man, what a weak crowd. He belongs over there.
Well, it's like Hunter said,
Ooh.
we're all grown men here. So can't have a soft heart when you want to be in this YouTube bullshit. This YouTube shit is rough in many ways because you meet too many weirdos, too many people that need to be dissected mentally. So it's understandable, but if it still doesn't warrant attacking family and being personal or taking comments and misconstruing them like they did with in the case of crap and
Right, twisting
And the
twisting
funny
people's
thing
words. I
is
mean, it's
most of the people who are committing these vile acts basically are
right.
anonymous. They're hiding, and they're the ones who always make it personal. They're hiding behind a cartoon character, like
or an icon. Like you
if
said, they'll
if you're
show other people's face, but they won't show theirs, right?
yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah,
Like if you're gonna
Yeah.
talk about people's looks, you better cut
And,
your camera. Zaire has been saying this in his past few videos. Cut your camera on. Let's see your setup. Let's see
That's
your
right.
face if you want to talk about
That's
someone
right.
else's kid or
Yep.
whatever. You know?
yeah,
Is
you
that
know,
does anyone have any last words on the mooch subject or not?
nah, man. I was just gonna say this. The last thing I'm gonna say is, Mooch, man, hold your head, man, and
Oh yeah, man.
keep doing you, bro. Like, enjoy your family and live your life, man. You still
Yes.
got friends over here on Xbox,
Oh, he ain't going away, man. He
you
gonna be
know.
on Xbox. You know what I'm saying? I understand the personal thing. I
Okay.
don't work for a First and 500 company. If I worked for a First, I probably would have did the same thing to save my motherfucking job. But I
Right.
worked for First and 500 companies, and I've been a manager where that shit would have got you at least suspended. Especially you got motherfucking trolls. You fucking with little kids and a bunch of bums that living in their grandma's basement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Jacking off to ESPN every damn night. You know what
welfare
I'm saying?
immigrants asking for handouts.
Yeah, so I don't, you know what I'm saying? I understand I understand the motive, but we ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You take down one of our soldiers, you made 50 more.
Yep,
Well,
definitely.
if I could say something real quick, Jay, basically just mooch. Take the time you need. We're here for you, the real Xbox dudes, at least. Even though we not socialize with you all the time, but we're here to back you up because we're supposed to be a gaming community. That's what it's all about. We really hope that you can settle your differences and fix it in a way that you can come back. Because when you do, we know you'll be stronger than ever, and we'll back you up. It is what it is,
Yeah,
man. Good luck.
that's what's up, man. Good luck, man, and Mooch, man. I'm gonna miss your ass because on Mondays when I used to work, I used to listen to your Sunday podcast, man. Yo,
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout outs to Crap Gamer too, man. Like,
yeah. Shout out to
podcast inspired with both of you, man. I liked it.
Yeah.
Man, gonna miss those one-liners, Mooch, man.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
Mooch had them one-liners. Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically what you guys are saying, man. I'm definitely gonna miss Mooch. I've been a fan of his since before he was even on the show, since when he jumped in on E3. I've been a fan since day one. And it's
Right.
cool because he started off as a fan, and then he became basically in my opinion, the head of the show or the star of the show. So it can happen to anyone.
Well, it's
And
definitely not the same without him.
the community definitely will not be. We lost a soldier, like one of us said.
Yeah, man.
The Xbox Mafia, hey man, I see you in the comics. We ain't never finished. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. If one of us go down, somebody else gonna step up.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
man, we all here.
So Mr. Bloody, yeah, oh, it's already
So
cracking.
it's the mafia versus the yakuza, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
yakuza
yeah.
got him.
It got Wolf. He'll try. No, he'll triad.
Oh shit. A
What?
try hard. No,
One triad.
a try hard triad. There we go.
Mhm.
I mean, it's really fucking sad, man. Like these fucking rotten eggs in the community. When we just try to keep it gaming, talk about what we enjoy and love about games, and fucking what's awesome about Xbox, and like what causes these people to go psycho, man, lose their mind and just start attacking people, attacking like, do they not have games to play? Do they not have fucking games to talk about instead of other
Yeah,
people?
right.
Yeah, all those 88, listed games coming
Yeah,
up in
88 exclusives they're
2017.
not buying. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right,
They're
guys.
not worth them.
We got the next topic up. We're in the drama section right now, obviously. So recently, two franchises. I'm not 100% sure about how many of the games were delisted, but we had games from the Ninja Turtles and the Spider-Man franchise delisted. I think Hebot knows a little bit more about this. Can you clarify, Hebot?
Yeah, for what I understand, basically the Spider-Man license is because it's tied into the Sony deal, the whole Marvel Sony deal. And I think the license expired. So basically, they're taking out every single Spider-Man game. On 360, there's still like 3 of them left. But once they take them out, you can only acquire them physically. So the sad part is if you didn't buy it and you choose to maybe go back and check them out, you would have to hunt them down physically. But if they'll probably be pricey once people realize that they're no longer available via online, because that's what happens usually with most of those games. And then as far as the Ninja Turtles, it was the Nickelodeon license that expired as well. I don't know if it was done the same day on day with 2 different companies, but that seems to be the case. Basically, there was also another game taken out. I don't remember something else, some type of racing game, right?
Let me look up delisted.
Oh yeah, the Fast and the Furious. That was also delisted. The one for the 360.
All from Activision.
Right. These were all deals from Activision from like back in the 360 day.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. Activision is always one of in my opinion, they're the worst publisher.
Yeah, publisher, yeah.
Like the Ninja Turtles game had a lot of potential, but it could have been a lot better if, Activision wouldn't have spent all their money on Call of Duty. Same goes for Tony Hawk. But I haven't played the latest Amazing Spider-Man games. I heard they were good though. What do you think, Sega?
Yeah, sorry guys, I got dropped. I just came back in. But you guys are talking about the Spider-Man game?
Yeah, the ones
how, they
that
were
just got
delisted.
delisted.
Oh, and the Ninja Turtles one as well.
Yeah, so there's something I never understand when these guys do this. If you have an original IP for your system, that's perfectly understandable. That you want to keep it on your system, or that whoever developed it wants to keep it on that system. That's totally fine with me. But I never understand why developers do this, where they just make it exclusive to one system when it's a franchise or a property that other people would want to play that doesn't own that system. So to me, you kind of limit your sales when you do stuff like that, which I don't think is very great. But look at what Microsoft did with Minecraft. They just didn't keep it on Xbox because they're smart enough to know that people play it across all platforms. So they made it open to everybody.
More money in the bank.
Right.
Yeah,
Ching, ching.
yeah. That's how you should think. That's how you should think about it. No fanboyism there, man. It's just being a smart business person. And when people do that, especially surprisingly that I know Sony has the rights, but being as they want to relaunch Spider-Man and they work with Marvel for the movie, trying to limit your properties isn't the smartest thing to do. Now that might be a Sony call. I don't know if that's a Marvel call.
No, it's definitely a Sony call.
But yeah, that surprises me. When I read that, I was like, oh, that's surprising.
Well, they're trying to. It's like I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but they're trying to basically make bank with Disney, because Disney's the big dog. They got the big purse, so they're not really doing well financially when you look at their stocks. Even though they're having success with PS4, but it's not really the success in the sense of making that cash. So if they can make a big payday with Disney, that's what they're trying to do.
Look at what happened to Disney Infinity, right? Case in point,
yep.
They took an exclusive deal with Sony, and now Disney Infinity is no more.
Absolutely.
Is that Activision as well? Disney?
I think it was.
Yeah,
yes.
No. Yeah, it was. But the developer was the guys who did the Toy Story, so
yeah.
They had history from back in the day. But when you limit it, that's why I like the direction Microsoft is going with the Xbox One, with the Scorpio, with the ecosystem, trying to incorporate everything in there. So anyway, that's just me. I don't know why companies do that.
What do you think, 100, about the games being removed from the store?
But see, it's not the first time this happened. If you know what I'm saying, it was Marvel versus Capcom. Remember, everybody's hyped up about Marvel versus Capcom because Capcom had a license deal with that's why people don't understand. That's why we don't get certain these backwards compatibility games, because of the licenses going on.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And if that game really doesn't sell, I know it might be a quote for it to you, but if I go pay for that music or that stuff again and that shit don't sell, I'm gonna be mad. Think about it. Microsoft is not gonna be $1 trillion company for no reason. You got to make smart moves. You got to eat certain shit. You got to take hate. So what Activision is doing is, it's like I want more money. I got to re-up. Call of Duty and sell war for shit this year. So we got to make what I'm saying. I got to be smart, and if I pull it, and if the gamers come out and bitch about it, now I don't think that Turtles game nobody bitching about. I heard it was all right.
It has good gameplay, but you could definitely tell that it was rushed because they were trying to coincide with the movie. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's always a bad thing.
So, like the deal. People don't understand the deal with the movie with Spider-Man. This is movies. It has nothing to do with the intellectual property. Sony still own it. Now, if
Mhm.
I was Marvel need to come talk to me and some of my attorneys. You know what I'm saying? And we need to go buy Spider-Man from their asses.
That
Yeah.
should have looked crazy on the Scorpio.
Yeah.
Mm.
Now,
Hell yeah, what?
Whoa.
Spider. No, but I heard this. I heard that it's not. I mean, I ain't got no sources, but I got some people that talk to people that talk to other people. I don't consider no sources. They can be lying too. But I heard that that Spider-Man game might don't be a exclusive. It might just be a time exclusive because that's what Marvel. That's what Marvel trying to do with Marvel versus Capcom.
Mhm.
Who
They're
knows?
trying to be.
Wow.
What I'm saying? You forgot Sony bought Marvel versus Capcom 3 for a time for a couple of months.
Yeah, yeah. The
But
one,
you,
the one that's
and
in
guess why they
Kickstarter.
do? Guess why they did it? Because what? It's free backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. Motherfuckers had to go repay for that shit again. That don't make no
Right,
damn sense. You didn't get away for free. I can say if you say you pre-ordered the game, you get the game for free.
right, right.
You're not doing that shit. You paid for it, and then you got these motherfuckers jumping up and down. And that game ain't that goddamn good. That shit, man. I don't like the mechanics in that game, and I'm a fighting fanatic. Said, give me more versus Capcom too. See, hey, Phil, Killer Phil, if you listen to me, man. Hey, you come out here in LA, we gotta go talk to, we gotta go talk to Disney. You know what I'm saying? And we
Mhm.
need Marvel versus Capcom 2 backwards compatible. Do us a favor.
It's definitely one of
Yeah.
the weaker ones out of all the other two. Definitely.
But now I might like it because I play Naruto, and Naruto I heard that style is this that way. It's not like just a punch and all that other stuff.
Right.
So I might get back into it. I ain't betting on it, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
buy it.
three was
It's
cool, but
possible.
they made it like I don't know, more casual, I guess, from than two with the juggle button and shit. I don't know. It was a little different, but I enjoyed it. Chief, what's your thoughts on the delisting of the Turtles game and the Spider-Man games?
Yeah, I rented the Spider-Man game. It was okay. I was gonna buy it just because they were delisting it, but then it was still not worth it. It was still too much money, and I was like, yeah, it's not that good of a game. So I just passed on that. But like, I try to get them before they get delisted because I just want to have them, But I missed out on that one. It's kind of a bummer, but at the same time, man, I didn't really want it that much.
Right.
Uh, there's so many other better back compat games. And as far as the new Spider-Man game goes, I mean, I'm curious with it because Insomniac's never done an open world game with
Good point.
people and cars. You know what I'm saying? It's going to have to be a living, breathing city. I'm just curious how they, and they've never done a beat 'em up, and the Spider-Man is a should be a beat 'em up game. I mean, he's Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Right.
so the fact that they're doing two things they've never done before, I'm curious. I'm I got my eye on it. I hope it's good because there's no reason why there should be any bad games. But this is Sony, and if it does go multi-plat, that'd be great because more options for everyone. But at the end of the day, I hope they put it together. Somniac makes great games. They're really good at traversal flow. I'm pretty sure they'll get the web slinging down pat. But as far as the open world feel and just the combat, it's a wait and see.
Right. The overall combat is the most important. Yeah, you're
Well, they've
right.
never done that before. I mean, the
Hmm.
most melee you ever see in an Insomniac game is just press one
The
button, do
swing, yeah.
one swing,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
right? So it's
You
just
have to.
like I said,
No, go ahead.
it,
I'm sorry.
it's one of the more interesting titles. Like out of everything, I mean, I've not seen much. I mean, all the stuff they're bragging about, just it doesn't entice me. The only things that really entice me is this game that they don't even talk about called The Wild, and you like
Oh
control
yeah,
different
the
animals.
Wild. Yes, yes. I
Yeah,
believe that's the guy who did. That's in Cell.
Rayman, right?
Yeah, and Michael in Cell's
yeah.
house, I believe.
That game looks interesting. I'm curious. I'm waiting to see on that one too. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's no console sellers, and
Now that you
like
mentioned that, there were some ramblings about that. That they were bringing Beyond Good and Evil 2 to the Wii. Whatever the hell is the new
It's,
console,
it's,
the,
it's a
the
switch.
Nintendo Switch
Time
as a
I know
as,
what
exclusive.
that's,
as a timed exclusive.
but
And
that's
he's
good for
fucking
them.
awesome, Michael. And so
as a
If they, if
gamer,
they
I don't
do it,
see any
that's good for them.
console exclusives. But I think for the casual, Spider-Man will be a great console, seller. So
right, like right. I think
Look, as a resident comic book nerd, I'll say this: they'll need to get the story and the universe intact to get
right.
I
more
don't
out of
like that
Spider-Man game.
costume. I don't like that
Well, you
costume at
know,
Yeah, the
all.
costume's weird. Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Well,
hideous.
my favorite Spider-Man game was Spider-Man 2 on the OG Xbox. To me, they still haven't beaten that game. It's like to me, it's up to like, can they do a better game than that? But also too, can we get other superheroes? I kind of outgrew Spider-Man. Like, can we get like maybe another Deadpool game, a Spawn game, a Hulk game? You know, even Superman. He's had nothing but bad games. Dude, if they can, I tell
Yeah,
you what, you want to show off your console, make a fucking Superman game that doesn't suck.
Mm-hmm.
I want
Because
an
I
Ant-Man
mean,
game.
just
And
yeah. Somebody with more power, somebody who can like knock buildings down and shit. You know, to give us like a real superhero feeling. I mean, Spider-Man's cool and all, but he just punches guys in web swings everywhere.
What about
I'd
the
like
Hulk?
to see. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, what about the Hulk? You know, Hulk Ultimate
Hulk
Destruction
for
was an
me.
amazing game.
Man, that
right,
game was
Personally,
right.
awesome.
Yo, Ghost Rider, what's your thoughts on removing the Spider-Man games and the Turtle game from the store?
Spider-Man games, I don't really care too much for. I think I got a Spider-Man game actually, and I think I do have the Turtles. If that's the Turtles you're talking about,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the platinum
so
one. Yeah.
yeah, I have the Primal one. It's a good game. It's good. I liked it. It reminds me
So
of the
you said,
cartoon.
right?
Yeah, I'm set. Like I'm good. But with the yeah, I'm
Well,
straight.
I
I
have
already
two
got.
copies, so
but yeah,
Hey,
I will say this though. You know, the licensing agreements and taking games down. You know, that always sucks, no matter what game it
yeah,
is.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it really does.
It's
It's
probably
so
gonna happen with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite in the future.
yeah.
So I'd
yeah.
snag
So
that
buy
up.
that game. Yeah, if you get if you
Yeah.
No, actually, hang on. Actually, I heard that that where they're trying not to do that anymore because they heard from the fans. They don't want to have that anymore.
Mm.
They
Oh,
don't
that's
want to
good.
have that. They don't want to have that agreement where it couldn't be sold. I think Marvel heard a whole lot of heck because when they took it out the PSN and they took it out the Xbox Marketplace and all that other shit, that people went to ham
Mm-hmm.
because, like I say, everybody didn't have a physical copy. I got the digital copy, and then I'm like, damn, this ain't going backwards compatible. This
Right.
ain't this a bitch. And I'm saying, what? Man, this is the game I want, man. You can give me the original one. But it's like, damn, what the hell? I can play Final Fight, but I can't play this shit.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
dang.
yeah. I know that buying the. I was glad I bought the X-Men arcade back on the 360 because I remember like a
Yeah, I
week
still
after
own
I
it too.
bought that, it went
Yeah,
up and they
Yeah.
stopped
this.
selling it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
All
Got that
right.
too.
that Final Fight
So
brought
the
back
uh,
memories.
So I
so the
guess the
next
thing is to keep
topic.
your eye out whenever like a movie or something gets made or a franchise gets bought. You know, just keep an eye out on those digital games. You know, buy them before they go.
Well, now that
That's
you
the
say
If
best
they're
way.
that,
good though.
let me add a little
Yeah,
something,
you know,
please, if
if
you
they're
don't mind.
good. I don't think Spider-Man was even worth. I think it was like $40, and I was like, nah,
Yeah,
maybe
that's a little
20,
too much.
maybe
It was
10.
actually on sale
No,
a few weeks before they delisted it, man. I kind of missed the opportunity.
Jay,
yeah,
if you let me say a little something real quick. That's one of the worst part about it. I don't understand why they don't allow for those companies, right? When they say, well, okay, we're going to delist these games, let's give some type of an alert on the community,
yeah,
whether it is to an Xbox messaging or even through your own personal private email to let people know, hey, listen, this is going to be delisted. Be on the lookout if you're interested. This is your last time to get it. So that people that were probably waiting or never really put it as a priority because there are so many games out can actually go out and purchase it and own it in their library. So if they want to play in the future, at least they have the option. You know, that's the one biggest gripe I have with this delisting shit.
That's
With the
inside trading. You can't do it.
yeah,
That's inside
well,
trading.
that's true. That's true. But you know, I wish they did. You know.
but also the good news here, by the way, if you have it on disc, it still works.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, absolutely. But
they
some of
have
those games weren't on
Spider-Man at
disc, like
Redbox. I
Voltron.
think you can buy Spider-Man from a Redbox at like for like $5,
Right,
$6 or something.
right.
So
No, I'm talking about
you know,
something like
you can get it
Voltron
on
or
disc and
Ninja
still play it.
Turtles arcade,
But the
like the Ninja
digital,
Turtles arcade, the Turtles in Time
mhm.
remastered and the original arcade. You
Oh
can't get
yeah,
those in disc. They were
no,
never available in
yeah,
disc. It was
you're
only
right. Yeah, those were digital
digitally. So
only
you
releases.
Mickey Mouse, same thing, was never available through
Okay,
physical.
yeah, yeah.
DuckTales
You,
was. Those
yeah,
suck. That's what I'm
when it's a
saying.
digital only release, you got to pick it up
That's when it's
before it
terrible, right?
goes.
Sour Patch, Voltron, Warriors.
Mhm.
There's a lot of them.
All right, guys. So the next topic is Crash Craptor Scoop. That game. If you watch the Sony 2017 lineup, it's not there. And if you go to the website and you look at the box art, it doesn't say exclusive on it. So I'm pretty sure this piece of shit's coming to Xbox.
Well,
What's
they
your
haven't
thoughts?
been exclusive for a while, have they? And
Yep.
even if it is, do we care?
I'll get it for like $10.
Yeah, but it's not what you call. They don't. Sony don't own that IP.
No.
They
It's
never owned it.
Activision.
No.
They
Yeah, so it's
never did, man.
Activision. And Activision is like shit. You see, they pulling licenses. You think they ain't gonna make that motherfucker multiplayer?
Exactly.
Shit.
Yeah.
And come on, I don't buy Activision motherfucking games, but they not dumb over there. And
Yeah,
like, come
Activision's
on,
Yeah.
about that money. They're not gonna let
you
that
know,
flow like
yeah,
that.
it's about that money. Like shit, we get these
Have
Xbox
Activision
motherfuckers
ever
to buy
done an
this shit too.
exclusive, guys? I don't think they have. They've done exclusive ad deals, and that's all I can think of. Exclusive
Well,
DLC,
I,
early
They
DLC.
did Call of Duty 2, but that was like 11 years ago, 12
right.
years
Well,
ago.
I believe Activision is a creation, a monster of their own creation. Because if all you guys are like me from back in the day, which most of you are, you remember Activision was pretty much the joke
Oh
of the
man, they were.
heaping stock.
Oh,
They
yeah.
used to make the worst type of games. So now they're
hmm
on top of the game or on top of the
Crap division.
of the gaming division. Even though their games are still kind of
Oh,
lackluster in some areas, that's why they're like, nah, hell no, we're just gonna get everybody for what we can. We're gonna make
the,
sure we don't lose
the best name for them is Milkavision because they have milked every franchise
Well, look at that Transformers. Look
from
at the
Tony Hawk to
Transformers
Guitar
port.
Hero. Man, they will milk it.
Right. Look at the Transformer port. The one from
Yeah.
Fall of War of
50
Cybertron.
bucks. Jesus.
Fantastic game, but damn,
Mhm.
$50.
Man,
And they didn't
paying
really
no
do
fuck-
much to it. Same thing
Yeah,
with Deadpool. They
they
didn't do
didn't even
much
put
to
it
it
in
either.
60 frames, Jay. Nothing. Just 1080p straight up. And that sucks because the game is fantastic, but they at least give it a. See, that's why I like Darksiders, Resident Evil. They put them in 1080p, 60 frames. They
And they're
tweak up the
cheap.
they tweak up the textures, and they're $20 a pop.
Yep.
That's reasonable. But $50, man, for a game you can get on BC, if it goes BC, but you can get it on 360 for like $8. No way. There's no way. That's terrible.
But yeah, man. As much of a joke as crap is, it is they are doing a bit of a good job on the remaster though. They're not just
Oh,
porting
it looks nice, but it's definitely the old engine. But it looks
Oh
very
yeah,
yeah.
it looks very dated. What do you think about this, Sega?
Yeah, I was a big Crash Bandicoot fan actually back in the day. But I don't know, man. We're in a new era, modern era. So I'm looking forward to what we have on Xbox personally, because we got some new IPs coming out, dude. I kind of like Heba was saying, man. A lot of us are on the older side in this podcast, so it's kind of like a been there, done that kind of thing. So if Sony fans want it and they're gonna enjoy it, I don't know if they're gonna buy the game, man, because they don't, they really don't buy some of their games. I don't even know if a lot of the Sony fans now actually know what Crash Bandicoot is, because it's been so long.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be priced right too. Like if it's $30, I don't think that's a bad price. I think that's reasonable because it comes with all three games. So
You talking about Sony here? They're gonna charge them.
I know, but Activision's involved. So if Activision could keep it at a good price point, since it's a remastered and it is three games, let's say $10 each. I think it
Hell,
was.
no, that motherfucker better be
They're gonna
19.99.
charge
Well,
60.
we're speaking about
Yeah.
Activision. Bone, it's got to be
I,
realistic.
I got a question for everybody. Hey.
Xbox, it's called Black Friday.
Yeah.
It's called Christmas. I would wait. I don't like that motherfucking game that good any goddamn way. Give me Sonic. Shit, it was nothing but a rip off of Sonic and Mario.
Right,
Like
right.
this
It's
motherfucking
dated.
game is. Y'all thought this game, man? Come on, that Crash Bandicoot was not no
That shit
motherfucking
is-
King Kong Dundee or some shit like that. That game was a basic ass twist around, breaking
Yeah.
a motherfucking box, running from a mask and shit. Fuck that
That
shit.
shit wasn't even as good
That
as
shit was
2D
corny.
Donkey Kong Country on Super
That's what
Nintendo.
I'm
That
talking
shit
Man.
was
about.
corny.
Donkey
I ain't
Kong.
gonna lie.
Right.
Man,
Oh my god.
it was a rip off. And you
Right.
see,
That shit was
you
no
see, Tony
Sonic
was like,
Adventure. It was no Mario 64. That's
Yo,
for
guys,
damn
he's
sure.
about to do the spin. Check it out and press the button.
But
yeah, I thought it was doing. Yeah, that's how that
that's the
motherfucker was
question
doing.
we should ask, though. Would anybody in here spend more than $20 on an ass Bandicoot game?
Hell
I
no.
wouldn't.
Chief, I would never buy that shit. They ain't going to my
The only
I'll buy it.
the only reason I would probably is because I just like nostalgia and I like my old games, but
Nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
but
Like Mooch said.
exactly. but in
There you
reality,
go. You don't got me.
but in reality, I know it shouldn't be priced. I should be paying as cheap as possible because it is
No,
dated
but think
and it
about
is
it.
old.
But think about it. If you made it 20, you got 3 games, 20
Right.
bucks. Look how Microsoft did the Master Chief Collection.
Oh, you
I'm
mean the rare
You know,
one? Oh yeah,
Rare replay
no,
too. Rare
no. I'm
replay.
talking. Yeah, look. No, I'm just talking about this Master Chief Collection. Look what they get. They get you 4 games, and then people say they fucked up online. I didn't buy that shit to play online anyway. I was just playing a story.
right, right.
I just
Well,
wanted to collect, but
it
I
was
understand
100
people.
maps too. They
So they
did
gave
like
you,
6 maps, right?
and then you got all them engines trying to run at the damn time. That was the first time
Mixed
somebody even
engine.
tried to attempt to do that
Yes,
shit. You
yes.
ain't got to do that shit on that motherfucking Crash Bandicoot.
Right,
The
right.
motherfucker on PC, cell phones.
Plus,
You know what I'm saying?
you got
All type of
ODST
shit.
free 100. You got an ODST free also. Remember
Yeah,
that?
man, them
It was
motherfuckers ain't
only
giving you
5
shit for
games.
free. But if you said it right, ODS, Halo, I'll put it this way: if that was $60, people, and it was broke, people would have bitched about it. They bitched about it, and it was 40.
Right,
Right.
343 didn't have to give us that shit.
Yo,
right.
100. Check this shit out. That there's a hockey game in that shit, bro. No, I mean a
A
golf game.
golf, man.
A
No,
golf game.
that's Halo 5 though.
Yeah,
That's Halo 5. They not
Uh-huh.
talking about that. Oh, all right. I was
yeah,
just
because Halo 5 is still
saying.
dishing out content like crazy, man.
Exactly.
For
Free,
And
for
it's
free,
free,
Exactly.
for
Yeah.
for
yeah,
free.
For
free.
free.
F
and,
R
Yeah.
E E.
and the craziest thing is Halo 5 is more active now than it ever has been.
Right.
Like this game has been out for how long, and it's growing. It's
But
growing. These
unchatted.
motherfuckers act like yeah, but China. Yeah, we're
Ain't nobody
playing
playing
fucking
that fucking motherfucker.
battleships and mini golf and all kinds of. Dude,
Yeah,
we're
we're playing
playing
Mario
custom
Kart,
games.
bro.
People making Halo $5,
You
$10
mean
indie
Halo
games,
Kart?
and we're playing them for free. Just playing all this crazy community built shit, maps every day. You can get on Halo and download a new map every day for free. Come on, man, and never play on the same map twice.
It's better
That's
than
how
most
fucking
indie games.
crazy it is.
Yeah,
They
a
got
game mode is better than most indie games. It's
yep.
crazy.
And they brought every weapon we ever wanted. The Halo 1 pistol, the Halo 2 BRs in there, the Halo Reach grenade launchers in there. They're just like, they're still throwing shit in there. And they just put a Forge update that allows for brain boxes, which allows these people that make these crazy maps to make them even easier.
Yeah.
So, man, Halo 5, man, is just getting started.
Yeah,
It's
Hey,
crazy.
hang
Halo,
on,
Yeah,
hang on,
but
Halo
hang on,
5
hang
is
on. But
something
hey,
else.
hang on. But no, what ain't Halo dead? Halo dead.
Halo
Nah,
died. Yeah, man.
Halo died.
Halo,
Oh,
That
Halo,
shit
yeah.
dead.
That's
Like
what
these
they
It
think.
motherfuckers
died.
are here.
It died. It's dead, just like Sergeant Johnson. You know, it's gonna come
Man,
back then. Shit.
shit, that motherfucker's dead. He ain't coming back. I missed him, man. I miss him. You know, so I wish he had a son or something. He can ride for his daddy. You know what I'm saying? And then I know what I hate people talking about Halo on the story. Do you understand that? Why you're racist? Now everybody calling Moochie shit racist. Ain't y'all motherfucking racist because you got a black man being a star. I told
get him,
somebody,
100. Get him, 100.
I told somebody, I said, the Chief gonna have to go away one day. They're not trying to make trilogies no more. They're trying to make this shit as a saga. You know
Yeah.
about Battlestar Galactica? The motherfucker was a saga. It
Saw.
wasn't no damn. It wasn't this. Oh, I'm gonna have 3 episodes. You got two. You got the old Battlestar Galactica. I think you got the '85, and then you got the newest one that ever came. They
Right,
all blend in with each other.
right,
That's what they trying to do with Halo. You know what I'm saying? No one thought Cortana was gonna turn on us. You know what I'm
right,
saying? I
right.
miss my girl, but we didn't
Yeah,
know who
man.
thought she was gonna turn on us. That was a twist.
Well,
But you
they
Yeah,
can't.
that's
they
one of the
Oh,
biggest
black.
twists ever.
You
you
gotta be.
have to revitalize franchises to keep them fresh. I mean, that's why I say when
That's
people
why
say,
I don't
"Oh,
play
that
Mario. That's why I don't play Mario.
right,"
Mario's the
well,
same
yeah, I
shit.
can see
And
that.
I
I
ain't
can
got
see
nothing
that.
against the
Well, it's
Nintendo dudes, but I ain't playing that shit because man, I done saved Peach 180 fucking motherfucking time, and I ain't still ain't got no pussy. Hell no, that's some bullshit.
Wow. Wow.
God damn.
well, honey, look, it's
Shots
just
fired.
that's why I say when people say like, right, shots fired, exactly. It's like when people say, "Oh yeah, but Microsoft just got the Halo, the Gears, and Forza."
Oh my God.
And I'm like, listen, okay, this may be a part of it, yes, but here's the difference. When you play an Uncharted game or an Infamous or maybe even a Killzone, they always feel the same. Maybe they have different stories, but they have the same feel. When you're playing, something like Gears or something like Halo or Forza, they even with the Forza Horizon series, they feel like they're trying to evolve them and unify them at the same time and
And
make
they
them
have their own art
better.
style.
They
So
all right. They have like a different feel. They always feel like they evolving based from the last one or the last iteration. You know what I'm
you know
saying?
why
Like
they
Halo
bitch about
5
you know why
doesn't
they
really
bitch about
feel like
Halo
Halo
Gears and
4,
Forza
but
all the time,
Uncharted
man?
4 feels like
Yo,
Uncharted 3. You know what I
yo,
mean?
you know why they bitch about Halo Gears and Forza, man? Because they know deep down those three games are better than all their lineup put together. They know this, dude, and it bugs the shit out of them, dude.
And it's
Not
funny
only do
because
we
they
have,
ignore everything else
yeah,
that we have. It's also great, but they just
Throw it under the
bash us.
bus.
They just bash us for three of the best in their genre. Forza is the best racer.
right.
Halo's
No,
the
no. When
best
it was Gran
everything.
Turismo that it was being the #1 racer every year, it was great. That's
So
when it
we
was
Hmm.
got
great.
three. We got the best.
Man, Gran
That's
Turismo
I
ain't
call
shit.
Halo, Gears, and Forza the best of the box. Plus, you got
So
all these other variety of games.
Right.
remember,
Right.
Ain't
remember how they
nobody
hated,
played
remember
shit.
how they hated shooters, but then when Killzone and Hayes started coming out and was saying they were going to be the Halo killers,
Yeah,
they jumped
exactly.
on
The
that
Halo
bandwagon so fast, yo. They
and
were like, "We
even
need a
Mag.
Halo,
Chief,
hey,
remember
we need
Mag?
a Halo," and they just, they played anything. Then Sony's like, "Okay, well we got the Forza killer now. We got Drive Club," and they
Yeah.
fell for that shit,
Drive
man.
done.
It's just,
Oh,
I mean,
Eurogamer fucking loves Drive Club.
Yeah, it's not even listed anymore. Eurogamer tried to say
the
that it's the
game is
greatest
trash.
racer of this generation. Like, oh
Fucking
my
Digital
god.
Foundry, Jesus Christ.
When it comes to Forza, it's like the Chicago
Well,
Bulls in the
look at what
'90s.
they're giving us, man. With Forza, dude, there's more cars. You could play that game for a year and not unlock every car in that game, dude. You could play fucking Gears for a year and fucking they're still adding maps to it. For Halloween, they had pumpkins on your head. For Christmas, you're shooting snowballs out of your fucking boom shot, doing
Well,
snowball fights.
they give
Like
you a lot of game modes and
they
stuff.
don't have anything like that, dude, over there. And the thing is it makes them mad that we have games that have the replay value and enjoyability that we just keep going back to them and back to them and back to them. And they're trying to make fun of us because we have great games that, that we don't want to stop playing that are so good that we're still playing them. Like, and then not to mention, we have all the games that come out in between, Gears and Halo and Forza, and they completely ignore that shit, like Quantum
Yep.
Break, Recore. These games give us a crazy amount of variety. Fucking Sunset Overdrive. Even Titanfall, when it was exclusive to Xbox, there was nothing like that, dude.
Right.
Nothing.
And it's only
There
been
wasn't
Yeah,
nothing
guys.
like that on their side, and they petitioned for the game like crazy.
right.
Yeah, whenever you
Good about the
YouTube or
game, it
Google
was
some,
still
whenever you
outsold.
YouTube or Google a exclusive, sorry to cut you off, man.
It's all right.
PS4 would be like the first or second suggestion. That means they're looking up these games and they clearly want them.
Right. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know?
They did a petition for Rise. They did a petition
No,
for,
it's simple as this, man. They don't want a Gears of War until
Sunset.
Sony makes it. They don't want a Halo unless Sony makes it. They
Right.
they don't want they want this shit, but they want Sony to make it for them.
Oh
And
no, remember,
it's
man, they
fucking
rather play
retarded.
Ratchet and Clank Remaster again
For the third time.
than the
Yeah,
new game, than Insomniac's new Sunset Overdrive, the
yo,
game
that
they've been
is
wanting to make for
stupid too, man.
25 years.
Oh my god, if you're
That's
saying you're
crazy.
excited about Ratchet and Clank and you ain't fucking played
Oh
Sunset
no, Ratchet
Overdrive,
and Clank. Ratchet and Clank
you
has
yo,
rebirthed and rebooted gameplay,
Yeah,
according to them. I'm like,
well,
what?
look.
it's
No,
the
Do you
it
same
has
want the do
shit.
you want
rebooted
the new
graphics.
game running on the new engine with new gameplay, or do you want the old game with the old gameplay running on an old ass engine? Are you serious? That's like saying, we don't need Halo 5 because we got Halo ODST. It's like,
No, we got Marathon. We got Marathon.
we got Marathon. We don't need
Right,
Halo 5. We
Marathon.
got Marathon.
We got
Oh my
Marathon
god, are you
Remaster, bro.
kidding me?
Who needs
You're
Halo
so
5?
fucking stupid. Like that's the dumbest shit ever, man. They ought to be
Yeah,
ashamed of
don't talk shit
themselves
about
hyping
Halo.
up
That's
Ratchet and
100's
Clank
game.
and not supporting Sunset Overdrive. That is crazy.
All right, guys. The next topic is the Twitter for State of Decay. The official State of Decay Twitter had to clarify today that it's coming out in 2017. We all knew this, but I'm pretty sure they've been getting a lot of hate mail, a lot of scrutiny from people, saying, "Oh, you're probably not gonna make the release date." This is what kind of bothers me, man. They don't press Sony or anyone else or Nintendo or anybody for release dates,
Dude,
but
when
they're always
Nintendo,
pressing Microsoft.
exactly. When Nintendo could go to E3 and just show one game and still get game of E3, there's a problem with
Yep.
gaming in general. Like what? Are you kidding me? Nobody else can pull that type of stuff off. And yeah, granted, I get it. Zelda's a big IP, people love it. But listen, what's good for the geese is good for the gander. You know what I mean? You can't be doing that, playing, act like it's all right with one side and not the other. That doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's messed up that they had to reinsure it. But I'm glad they did,
Yeah.
because that way, forever, all the trash mouthers that want to keep saying, "Oh no, it's not
And
coming,"
they
solidified
delayed
it.
Zelda.
Right, they did.
People didn't talk about that. I'm a huge Nintendo head. I love Nintendo. Zelda's probably my favorite series ever.
Right,
and they delayed that shit and no one talked about it.
right,
I
right.
tell you why, because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of people don't even pay them no mind. I'm not
Oh
taking
man.
shots at
Wow.
nobody out there.
Shots fired.
I'm not
Wow.
taking
Shots
shots at
fired.
anybody out
Wow.
there. I don't mean to.
Oh
I'm,
man.
Oh shit, man! Don't have no snake and cheek
yeah,
bastards we're talking
yeah.
about.
Oh shit! They gonna
I
go
don't.
after you, Ghost.
Nah. I'm just saying. Look,
Yep, don't have.
I don't mean it.
Ghost Rider.
I don't mean it like
Yeah,
that, man. I'm just saying. I
yeah.
respect Nintendo, but Nintendo's at their own lane.
Are you making fun of
Microsoft,
Nintendo, Ghost?
Microsoft, and Sony is at their
All
peak.
right, Zaire.
Zaire.
I mean, hey, think about this,
No,
man. How
I
Gargamel,
many
didn't mean it
Yo,
like
so-called
that. Came out.
motherfucker, Zaire.
Gargamel gonna get your ass. Better leave that nigga alone, man. I ain't got no problems with him, not yet. Better leave me alone.
Oh, that's just funny.
Oh man.
No,
Who
Oh
was
man.
talking
I hope I
finish
ain't
what you said?
offending no Nintendo people.
what
Yo.
about?
Nah, you offended me, man.
Oh, Jay,
Nah,
nah.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, look,
Chief,
when
what
I
about
think
you?
about
What do you think about that shit? Where they didn't call out shit on Nintendo, but they do when Microsoft doesn't, clarify a release date or something like that.
Yeah.
man, I think a game should just come out when it comes out, like when it's ready. That's
Right.
just me. I'm tired of these early releases and then patches later. But that's just me, man. Like,
Yeah, it's better to come out polished than not polished. I agree.
come on,
Yeah.
yeah,
I agree.
but like holding them to it's funny because I mean you look at these delay games that the PlayStation has like Delay Club, fucking last gen Guardian and all this shit. They just J-Lo came up with that last generation Guardian because it looked like a last gen Guardian.
Wow.
Yeah, it does.
I think every one of their exclusives
But
got
dude, dude, don't you feel sorry for Sony guys at the same time, man? They're sitting there telling themselves this is greatness, and they're sitting there playing shit games like Last Guardian and No Man's Sky while we're rocking fucking Dead Rising
yeah,
4,
Chief. But the
locking
thing
zombies'
is,
heads off and driving them
listen,
over with fucking
Chief.
crazy contraptions, and these motherfuckers are still looking for playing this Last Guardian and shit, looking for greatness in it. It's just sad,
The
man.
problem is, Chief, is
Oh
that
no, you know what they got? They
that's
got
what
Days
they
Gone
like.
now. They got Days Gone now.
They're
Yeah,
looking.
they-
That's
Hey,
gonna be
I
Days
wonder,
Gone.
I wonder if No Man's Sky put enough planets on there so they could find that greatness. Maybe that's what it is.
Oh my
If
god.
you want to find the greatness, you got to get on No Man's Sky. It's on one of those
Yeah,
planets.
It's on
that-
sale
that-
for like $30 right now, which is still too fucking
that
much.
shit's still not worth that.
You would enjoy. I bought the Soulless project, and I bought it was in the preview. You
Right.
enjoyed that game more than you enjoyed them. No one cares.
Give me asteroids. Give me asteroids. Galaga, please, over and over.
Isn't
Sky.
Astroneer supposed to
I
be
mean-
pretty good too?
Nah, I heard that shit broke. Nah,
Oh
that
yeah.
broke. It don't give you. It don't give you no. It don't give you no instructions. You just got to just go for broke.
Wow. That sucks.
But yeah, Microsoft, they have to clarify their shit. Sony they don't even give you a year. They just say, "Oh, we're in development right now. We'll get back to you later."
Well, that's good
You
that
know.
they did. They even clarified Cuphead, I believe, for mid 2017.
But
Yeah.
see, they added. They
Oh yeah,
added
Cuphead, right?
Cuphead is finna get a story mode with it. Cuphead was just an arcade shooter. They've
Yeah,
actually.
it
It's
was just a
be
boss battle
fighter.
game.
Where
Yeah.
you just shoot
Yeah.
bosses. That's it.
So at least they're explaining what they doing, what they doing.
Right.
They
No one
pretty much
explained
rebuilt the game. Yeah.
Yeah, nobody else. Microsoft said, man, this is a hype. We give you some more money. You want to do this? It's like Microsoft is giving. Why
Yeah, it
Sony
would have
is
come out a
taking.
long time ago if it was just a boss battle game.
Yeah.
It's just they rebuilt the whole
Right. That was
shit.
the
Way more
original
animation.
idea,
Yeah.
though. That's why.
I mean, look
Yeah,
at the
it was
long
always
list
like
of disappointing games that have launched that were overhyped on that shit Station 4. And just think about like the good games that we got while they just sit there and wait. I don't understand. I feel bad for them, man. I
Well,
wish
Chief,
that
they
I wish that
like
these
it. That's
I
the
wish that these
problem. They
diehard
like
ponies
it. They like that
would
shit. They
would
like
get an
those
Xbox
games.
One, play
Or
these
those mediocre
exclusives,
games.
man.
That's what
I'll
it
tell
is.
you,
They like
Yo,
the
guys,
mediocre games.
look how dry this was for them. One Xbox dude went on that side and talked about JRPGs in the fucking whole Sony camp.
but that's all they got is a list, dude.
Right.
That's the thing, dude. Look,
Like,
our
and
message has
that
been
is
the
now
same.
like one dude talked about it, Chief, and now
Ghost Rider.
everybody about Japanese JRPGs like on the
Ghost
Right,
Rider.
right. He
Every
took
Xbox
control.
gamer has had
It's
the
like he
same
took
message
control of the
since the
whole
beginning.
PlayStation Nation now.
Well,
Yeah.
look, man, just look at how these arguments go down, man. We start out saying, "Nah, man, we're buying Xbox. There, buy PS4. It's got better resolution." We're like, "Nah, man, I'm buying Xbox One because of the games." Then they're like, "Oh no, you got to buy PlayStation for PS for the PlayStation Indies." We're like, "Nah, man, I'm buy my system for AAA next gen games. That's what I'm waiting on. Then it's like, nah, man, you gotta have Japanese RPG. It's like, look, motherfucker, I bought my console to play next gen AAA fucking titles like Halo, Gears of War, and Forza. Back the fuck off. I don't want to play your cheesy Jap crap. Fucking $20 indie fucking 1080p shit.
Hey, hang on, you're a racist. You call him a Jap? You racist, man.
Oh,
That racist. Racist.
Yeah.
That's racist.
I love
Jack.
Japs.
Nah, man, I'm really one time I also went to buy a game, right? So I go in the store, I'm like, I look at the Sony side. Yup, just like that. She said, well, anyway, I look
Would
at
you
the
like some hot sauce and some ketchup on your fries?
what's new here? But I'm looking, I wanted to surprise my brother and get him like Halo 5, try to get him into it, right? So she don't know I'm gonna say that, so I go, what's new out? So I look towards the PlayStation side, go to the Xbox side. I'm like, yo, let me get that Halo 5. She go, heady up and buy. Like, come on.
Oh shit.
All I did was ask for a damn Halo 5. It's like that. Come on, Chang. Come
Yeah,
on.
they do that.
Yo.
They do that.
Shit.
I just want to say I still play Rise. I still play Sunset Overdrive. I still play fucking all the games like fucking Ori. I mean, I still play these games long after they released. Are any of these ponies playing this dumb shit they hyped up today? No. Do you even hear about these games today? No. You only hear about them when they list them, and then when they come out, they're like, hush, that game shit, don't talk about it.
Oh no, they talk about it. Oh, we're gonna get DLC. Goddamn, how long it take you to get some DLC for Uncharted 4?
Damn.
Damn, it's a damn long time, man. I thought Jesus was coming back. I told him to take me home. And now Uncharted coming.
That console name, the PlayStation 4 new name is damn.
I'm like, come on, y'all still waiting for greatness.
Dude, Sony games look like all they do is swap the character and swap the story. That's it. Like it's the same gameplay.
Well, Days Gone is basically their version of
that's Dead Rising.
Oh, Chief, that's like their version of Dead Rising meets Last of Us. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Days Gone looks like trash though, cause the AI falls. You shoot him in the fucking ankle and they're fucking dead. The AI is just a fucking
he shot one bullet and 4 zombies fell down. I'm like, what the hell?
Like, where's the combo weapons? Where's the combo vehicles? Where's the
It's an early development. You can't talk about that. It's an early development.
No, man,
and it was sold on the place. It was sold on the OG PlayStation 4.
Vanilla PS4.
On the vanilla.
That game won't even stack up to Dead Rising 3.
And that motherfucker was playing on.
What you think about it?
Pro version. You're gonna be able to see his mole in his nose. Wait till you see the pro version.
No, but here's how it sounds. It's like, yo, man, I got this exosuit, man, and I hooked it up to a fucking slushy machine. And I'm fucking doing like tornadoes of ice on these zombies and breaking them into pieces. And they're like, well, what about the story? Man, fuck the story, dude. I'm driving around on a fucking steamroller with flamethrowers going out of it, and I'm fucking crushing zombie heads left and right. But what about the story? I don't fucking give a shit, man. Right now, I'm fucking running around with fucking boxing gloves and flamethrowers.
Dead Rising 3 is one of the best games of the generation.
Yes, I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. It's Anarchy Rising.
Oh no, you guys didn't go buy it. Yeah, we don't buy it.
You can strap a lawnmower to a fucking tricycle. You can do all kinds of shit, man.
You can't do that in any of the games combined, bro.
Nah,
combine
man,
all the games, you can't do half the shit you do in Dead Rising.
Yeah, I had a fake lifesaver hitting motherfuckers. You gotta grab that.
Man, I just bought Dead Rising. I just bought Dead Rising 4, and I'm over here. I played the first part when you play the tutorial. I'm like, damn, I can put a grenade with a fucking. I thought I was playing He-Man when he goes there and puts down a great school. I said, oh shit.
Hey, bro, I thought you don't play. I thought you don't play games. I thought you just drink Cabassier. What's going on?
Hey, they better check my police record over here. Shit. We play games over here. We say names and we play games. But we don't hold that back.
I like it there, when you hold the axe up and the electricity comes down.
Yeah, that was crazy. And I wasn't expecting
that's some Thor shit.
That was like you walking through. I'm like, what the hell?
Let me put this into perspective real quick, fellas.
I didn't want to shoot the gun. I didn't want to shoot no gun.
Right. There's 6 of us here in the panel, right? And out of the 6 of us in the panel, I believe I'm the only one that really buys heavily physical. Maybe Ghost. The rest of you guys are mainly digital, right?
Digital. Yeah, all digital.
One thing they seem to forget is that Sony counts sales, whether they're physical, digital, bundled, and packed in. It doesn't matter. Microsoft only counts physical sales. They don't
But to
count
me though,
digital,
I don't get how
and they
these
don't count
motherfuckers
bundles.
enjoy sales so much. So he bought
It's
when I'm
about
sitting down
pride,
playing the game, I want to play the
mindset. Yeah,
game. I want to
because
play the game. I'm not. I
you're
can't
right.
play sales
You're
numbers.
right,
I
Chief. You're
can't play
right.
sales. It's not a game. I can't
Absolutely.
enjoy
We
that.
don't play sales, we play games. But here's the
And
thing.
these
For
dumbasses ain't
them, it's a way of
stockbrokers.
saying
These dumbasses ain't stockbrokers. So
good
I say
for
let
them.
the sales shit, go to rest.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yep. I be saying that
Not
all the
not
time.
not talking to you, he bought. I'm talking about you're talking about all the shit that they say and versus. But man, really at the end of the day, man, our games are just better. Straight
Yeah,
up,
I
just
know.
fucking.
They have more
That's all
longevity.
that
They just
matters.
have more quality. They have multiplayer. They have
Yeah,
replayability. And
yeah,
that's
dude,
what
Different
we
art
got
Microsoft
styles.
multiplayer on
They
different
want
every
to
art
talk
style.
game,
about
They
y'all.
offer
they
their
want to
games
talk
Every
about
game
differently.
variety,
Xbox gives us,
guys.
yo. Every
Right.
game Xbox gives us, what is the first thing we all do? We jump on it together. What do those
Right.
ponies do when they get a new game? Okay, see you later. I'm gonna go be by myself for fucking 8
Oh,
hours.
dude, I was in a
Right,
party
right.
chat with the
But
Sony
Chief,
dude, and I was in a party chat with the Sony dude, and we were just shooting the shit, me and a couple
mhm,
Xbox guys, and then the
mhm.
Sony dude's like, how about you and me hop out? I just want to enjoy the story. I'm kind of a, they're not used to party chat. That's
Yeah.
basically what I'm saying.
Right. I mean,
I
there's
told a
certain
Sony
games that I
I
could
told a Sony
understand
guy
that
one day
for.
he was like, why don't you like PlayStation? I was like, yes, I got these things called friends.
Right.
Have you ever heard of it?
Oh, you stupid.
Oh, that's
Chief,
the
my point about what I was trying to tell you about the sales real quick, so we don't, linger on it too much, is that's a sense of them to be able to brag. So they can say, yeah, look, if our console
Yeah.
isn't good, why is it selling so much? They
Yeah,
really
but
believe
if
in that.
Justin
You know what I
Bieber is
mean?
selling so much, he must be good too, right? And if
No, that doesn't
McDonald's is selling
exactly.
so much, it
That
must be
doesn't
the
mean he's the greatest
tastiest
singer in the
hamburger
world,
ever
right?
made. Come on.
Right.
Man, I tell these motherfuckers right now, I don't give a fuck about no NPD. I worry about the LAPD. I don't give a fuck about
Uh,
Wow.
not sit here and focus on these
They're
NPD
coming for
numbers.
you, honey.
Now let them come for me. Shit.
What
Yo,
you do? What you do? You play too many games?
Yeah, I play too many games. I guess I'm a crime, man. They finna come
and
arrest
I'll
me.
tell you like this. I think to me the numbers are bullshit because how you go from like 43 or 47 sold to retailers and then you say you sold 50 million, like how within a
No,
month,
no,
like
it's 50. No, it's 53 now. You just
how,
sat there a couple of
like
months. You did not sell all them fucking consoles
I'm telling
in a
you,
month, unless you gave them away. You
I
put
think
them
they
in
buy
High
them.
Wong China.
You know what's
unless you
funny?
buy,
Put
I'm
it in
not
High Wong
doubting the
you
China.
buy them for
sales.
yourself and hide them in a warehouse.
I'm not gonna doubt the sales, but they said they were at 50 million what a year ago,
Oh
and
man.
they said they just sold 6 million in the holiday, right? Yet they're at 53. You're at 50.
No,
You just sold six. Yeah, you're at three.
but
Oh,
What
who
happened to
buy
the other 3
console?
million?
Who bought? Okay,
right about that.
On the Xbox, and on the PlayStation side, who in blue hell got these consoles where you cannot play multiplayer? Ain't that the thing now? Multiplayer?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Did Quantum Break get rocked because not having no multiplayer?
yep.
Know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
When Rocky Cars was the shit over there. So you trying to tell me you don't even have a half of your installment base? So where are all these other fucking consoles at? People buying them to play what? The jack off? Know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? They ain't got no Ultra
Well, they
Blu-ray
Hey,
watch.
drive in these
you know what?
motherfuckers.
You
Ain't
brought
no
up a
Ultra
good.
4K
Hey,
drive.
100, man. That's a good point, and this has been always been this way. The attachment rates for PlayStation has always been horrible, man, since PS1. And a lot of game developers went out of business because of Sony, because they had their console sales were so high. A lot of third party developers said, "Oh, we got to jump on this because there's more units out. We're going to sell more games, right?" And they went exclusive to PlayStation only to go out of business because the attachment ratio for the PS2 was zero point 0.5. A half a game per console was sold. A half a fucking game per console. The attachment rate on the fucking Dreamcast was fucking 8 games per console. The Xbox original had attachment ratio of like 10 games per console. These motherfuckers couldn't even sell a half a game for every console that was out there. How about that?
Mm.
And you
Mm,
charging
mm,
people for
mm, mm.
PSN. Nobody's buying that shit. So they buying to play offline?
Nah, you know
I
what's
don't think
crazy?
so.
That was that still same whack ass shit they had that was always with that lag when you play Call of Duty. And now they charging you for it. The internet sucks over there. It was for
No,
free and
it's
it was
the same.
garbage. And now
It's
they,
the same. It's the same
yeah,
fucking structure from the PS3. They charging your ass for it.
the
Well,
same shit.
yeah. But
They
that
charge you,
you got to
and
look
then
at things
they
that
give you
you.
bunk ass free games. Now people got on Microsoft. They're not giving you paying $60 a month. I don't know who dumbass still paying 60 because I don't. You know what I'm saying? You can take your ass on CD keys or some shit to get the shit
Oh
for 40,
yeah,
45. You know what I'm saying? But if you're paying your dumb ass is paying for PSN $60, you need your ass kicked. You know what I'm
yo,
saying?
and another, I got another question. Okay, I think everybody in here, you know, you're either a multi-console owner or you know a multi-console owner. But in my case, I know three, and all three of them pay for Xbox Live and refuse to pay for PSN. Man,
I'm one
have
of them.
y'all
I don't
noticed
pay for
that?
that shit.
I don't
I
have
don't pay for that shit. And I
No,
go on my
no.
friends list, and only like
I
three
got
of them are paying for that shit. Well,
I
not
asked
three,
him
but
why. I
like
was like, why didn't you get PSN? He's like, cause I'm not paying for two fucking services, and if I got to choose, I'm going with Xbox. And these are ponies. Like most of these guys are ponies, man, and they're not paying for PSN, dude. They rather pay for
what are you
Xbox
talking about, man? PSN's better.
Live. Yeah, right.
hang
Like,
on. But my issue with PSN, how the fuck is 2017 and you go down for maintenance? Intermediate gaming don't go down for maintenance, and I'm smaller than a motherfucker. So how the hell you go down for maintenance? I ain't there. That mean your ass is on one server. You don't have
mhm.
redundancy. You don't know how to say at a certain time. Okay, I can now. I don't know if you guys know I'm kind of a geek. I'm a gangster geek, and I went to computer school. The thing about it
Thanks,
is
Steve.
you have redundancy. So if one goes down, the other one picks up. That's why you always see Xbox Live comes up before PSN because Microsoft can take Xbox Live and put it on another server. PSN, you cannot do that. And people don't understand that. So think about it. Microsoft, how we get updates, you know how people complain about the preview program and stuff like that, and you don't get this update right away because Microsoft is updating different servers to serve all of us.
Mm.
It's called redundancy. Sony has no redundancy. They can't spell the shit. They don't know. I know I can't spell it, but they
Is that
can't
why
spell
when
the shit.
their network goes down, it stays down for days
It
instead
stay
of just?
down because they don't have nothing else to transfer it to.
Mm.
Yeah, they've been hacked by the business quite a lot too.
It's
Like that's
all.
embarrassing.
Where
Like,
Microsoft say I have redundancy. Sony needs to come to Microsoft and say, "Hey man, can you show us how to do
Right.
keep our shit on? Can you show us
they
how to
need
keep our
that.
shit on?" Instead of you spending, you got some good money to you know what I'm saying, for Spider-Man to lease it off. Use that money into your network. You paying for PSN is the same dog shit. That now if Microsoft did that to us, I'll be bitching about the same thing. I'll be
All right,
bitching about the
guys.
same thing.
I got one surprising topic. This was brought to my attention from Kaleidoscope,
Mhm.
and according to BigBossBattle.com, Sony's first game to sell over 1 million copies in Japan in 12 years is guess what? Minecraft. And guess who owns Minecraft? Microsoft.
Wow.
So their best-selling game in their own country is from fucking Microsoft. Go figure. What are your guys' thoughts on this? Starting with you, Sega.
Shit.
Well, just like we talked about earlier, man, just goes to show that who's the business company and who's not. Why
Mm.
one company is $1 trillion company and the other one is not. Why one
Oh
company is
shit.
almost bankrupt and another one is not.
Oh
When you start putting your ideology, especially for the fanboys out there, when you start putting your ideology of for what's ahead of what's for the best of gaming in general, this is what you end up with. That's why I really don't feel sorry for them. They make their choice. They choose to be ignorant about a lot of this stuff. Microsoft will continue to rule. We'll have our ecosystem. We'll have Scorpio. We'll have all these games you guys talked about. No, so that's a beautiful thing, like Chief was saying, man. There's games within the games that we have. When you guys mentioned about the zombie, what's the zombie game again?
Days
The,
gone.
yeah, but the one that we have that Microsoft does.
Oh,
Dead
That,
Rising.
yeah,
State of
that guy
Decay.
did
Or Dead Rising.
State of Decay thing. But that
Oh,
one
State
got,
of Decay.
yeah,
oh,
that's
say
gonna
the
get.
man. I can't wait for that shit.
But
I
everybody's
got
saying it's gonna get
multiplayer.
made. It's gonna get delayed to 2017, right? So for me personally, yeah, I'm a little disappointed, but we don't have to worry about it because we're not thirsty.
Something.
When you
I
have a
know,
bunch
right?
of games like we do, you don't have to worry about it.
We can play Dead Rising 4 4-player co-op until we get that game, and then we can jump on that game 4-player co-op when it comes out. We're not thirsty.
But
We
see,
can wait for the game
Keyword
to come
co-op.
when it
yeah,
comes out.
Keyword.
and a lot of people that talk about State of Decay. I didn't know about State of Decay until one of my boys on Xbox told me about it, and then they gave me almost I could say 2.5 games because one of them is bullshit. The second innovation is bullshit to it, but that the first one and the last one you could be the man. I felt like I was in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That first character that I got, I don't want him to die. You know, I didn't start a State of Decay over 16 times because I want my people that I came with. I want them to survive. I'm gonna send
Yeah,
somebody
shit
else
is
out
hard.
there to go do it.
It's the most serious survival zombie game I've ever played. Yeah, and it's
Definitely.
the closest thing to The Walking Dead there is. Hey, if you want to experience life in The Walking Dead, play that game, man.
Yep, you
That's
enjoy.
all I gotta say. Play that game.
You got people. You might go to the house, and everybody get different kinds of stories. Cause I heard different kinds of stories. Like I had people say I had to
Uh-huh.
leave town. I'm like, you had to leave town, man. Man, fuck the military. I got some weapons now. I'm gonna let they ass. I'm about to be the mayor. But some people said they didn't have that type of. We all had different experiences of what we did.
Yep.
You know what
And
I'm saying? We had
they're
different
about to
experiences.
make it 4-player co-op, man. It's gonna be
Oh, it's
amazing,
all. Oh,
dude.
ain't nobody. That shit finna be. That shit finna be what you call it. Third person.
Hmm.
7 days to die.
In Undead Labs makes this game, and just their name says it
Yeah.
all. Undead Labs, man.
Yeah.
They're serious about zombies.
Yo,
Really serious.
what's sick about the game is if you die, that's it. He can never come back.
Yeah, that's the messed up
Right.
part about it.
That's realistic.
But
You
look
That's
gotta
at
why
talk
they.
to those
yo,
people.
man. But look at why we're excited about our games, not because of some stamping of paper or some Nathan Jake chest hairs. We're excited about gameplay. We're excited about like what's
Fun
next, what we
factor.
haven't done before, innovation in games, and that's what Microsoft is bringing us, man. Scalebound. Look at how innovative Scalebound is. It's going to be the most badass fucking JRPG ever made, and it's
According
going
to
to
the
be
fraud, the
4-player
greatest
co-op.
JRPG ever made.
Yeah, 4-player co-op, man. Okay, we got fucking like you said, the Undead Labs game, State
State
of
of
Decay,
Decay.
4-player fucking co-op, best
Crackdown.
zombie survival horror game there is. Then we got Crackdown, which is pushing things that like we've never seen before, like
Yep.
destructible cities. We're gonna have destructible fucking cities with massive people online, everybody blowing shit up, running here, running there. It's gonna be people everywhere online having fun. And what are they gonna do? Sit there and play a bunch of single player games that fucking play like some shit EA would put out?
Yeah, like you just mentioned a bunch of variety right there, and you just mentioned a bunch of innovation.
Yeah,
You know, 4-player co-op in a JRPG with dragons,
Oh,
exactly.
I
open
can't
world.
wait,
Well,
bro.
it's what
Open
seems to
world,
be open world.
flying dragons, a 4-player co-op,
Look,
JRPG.
yeah, and that's gonna
That's
shit on
crazy.
all 88 Japanese
Come on.
games coming out for PlayStation 4 combined. That
Man,
one game.
and shout out to Delilah, man, cause I gotta go check out
Oh
Delilah
yeah,
8.
her video is
She
excellent.
got some shit that we ain't know. Too many people ain't saw. It's some hidden shit that you see that shit in action. When I saw 4 dragons hooked up, I'm like, oh, damn.
Look what
It's like they
Minecraft.
got
Hey,
the balance.
look what Minecraft sold on fucking PlayStation though. Back to that, and just imagine if Halo were to come out. Like we know it won't, but if it did, these motherfuckers would eat it
Yeah,
up worse than Minecraft, man. They'd be telling you
definitely,
how
man.
great it is.
Oh
Oh.
man, that was one of the games they petitioned for like crazy.
How can you
Yeah.
petition for something that your people don't own? You need to go to. You need to go petition
Talk
for
about
it.
a community that doesn't know shit about gaming, and
Yeah. You
that's where
need
you
to be.
get comments like
You need
that.
a petition to get your ass out your motherfucking mama's basement. You know what I'm saying? You are gonna go for me, and then you sitting over here worrying about a game. Go buy the console, you bum. If I want to play Days Gone, I want to cut back on the PlayStation 4. You know, I'm out to, even though I don't want to, but I have that option. But you sitting there like, oh, this and that, and we need it on our console. Sony has nothing to do with Microsoft property at all. You can The government could make Microsoft put the motherfucker on PlayStation. This shit
Exactly.
ain't Office. This shit is not this ain't no motherfucking, this ain't no universal app. Shit for you.
Oh,
You
but
know,
they want it,
Microsoft would
man.
do that though.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
want that
Microsoft would
money.
do that, bro.
But look what Microsoft did done. Oh, we gotta
Yep.
have it. Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah.
I got Minecraft. Fuck you,
Fuck
pay
you,
me.
baby.
Man, I really would love to see. I mean, how long any of these ponies would last in a Gears match or a Halo match? Not very long.
Oh, they play Uncharted. They good at it. They play Uncharted.
He bots back.
Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 is the shit.
Oh man.
Did we mention Sea of Thieves, Chief, did you mention Sea of Thieves?
Oh no.
That game looks like a
Oh
fucking
yeah, man, I
DreamWorks
forgot.
game, bro.
Sea of
Hang on.
Thieves, man.
Well,
I
hang on.
forgot. There's a fourth innovative game that's gonna
Man,
break
hang
laws
on.
That
and
game's
do this shit.
innovative though, man.
Hang on. People that make a rare. Where do I fucking pay the code at, man?
Oh
Right
shit.
here.
Hey,
I
guys,
can't get through my goddamn beta code.
Guys, what's this I'm hearing, man? Sony stealing Sea of Thieves, showing it on their
Yeah,
website.
they did. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
like they did with Forza. They tried to show Forza screenshots for
Yeah, the
Drive Club.
Japanese shit,
Guys, hear
the
me?
Japanese YouTube channel. Yeah, we
we
hear
can hear
you.
you.
The Japanese YouTube channel, you Sea of Thieves and Zelda Breath of Wild footage.
Wow.
The official
Oh
Sony
my
Japan
God.
channel.
Listen, I got zapped by the PlayStation Nation. You guys gotta fill me
No,
up on
we
what's
cool.
going on.
We cool with the PlayStation. Nate, we ain't cool with the ponies.
Well, the ponies
I
they
ain't,
zapped me, so I
you know what I'm
I
saying?
need to.
The PlayStation, they ain't the PlayStation Nation. I'm calling motherfucking PlayStation streamers. Like I call them
Yeah.
motherfucking streamers. You know what I'm saying? Because some PlayStation guys is pretty, they cool. They got common sense.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Even though it ain't common no more. So I'm kind of not calling, you know what I'm saying?
But
Some of these motherfuckers that be sitting in the stables, you know what I'm saying?
but you know what? It's the common PlayStation fan though that it's their fault because they don't call out these extremists, man. They don't call them out. That's the problem, man. Here in the Xbox community, somebody starts acting like a retard. We let them know, like, yo, bro, you need you acting silly, man.
They don't do
But,
that. There's a lot of cool ones out there, Sony dudes. I ain't talking about all of them. I just say how I feel. And if
Right.
you know what I mean,
but,
like saying how I feel. But I'm not talking
yeah,
about
So
they,
Shit, no,
what was the topic?
I had a PlayStation dude who was like, man, why you hate PlayStation? I just don't like the motherfucking controller. Damn. I got it. That was just me. I said that's not my purpose.
That's one reason.
But we had a conversation on Twitter. It wasn't nothing. I can respect him. He just asking a question. He's not
Right.
sitting there making mean I don't this new word for me, memes and all this other shit. I don't I can you
nah,
talk to me, I
this
talk
is
to
this is how it goes, man. This is how it goes. Like, why you get an Xbox, man? Because I like the UI better, I like the controller better, I like the Xbox Live better, and I like the games better. I'm gonna go draw a dick on your face.
you.
Oh shit!
yeah, man.
That's how it is, right there. Then they're
You
gonna go draw
basically
a
hit
dick
the
on your
nail on the
face.
coffin right there, man.
Why do
Man.
you do that? Why?
You know. Then we gonna have like 65 million videos of tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to my man Ghost. He got the man. He was nominated for motherfucking corporate cocksucker of the year.
Wow.
He
Them
outbeat me.
motherfuckers. Yo, thanks for telling me that shit. Them motherfuckers out there. Fuck all y'all that voted on that shit to get me on that show. Fuck all
But
y'all.
what about me, Brandon?
God
I
bless you.
voted
Back
for
that,
you.
you
I
motherfucker.
voted for you. My name is Brandon.
Yeah, he was the number one dude too. Had me up number
I
4, number
love
5. That
I
motherfucker.
love dick riding, everyone.
This is Brandon, and I
I
had you up
love
there, and I felt, the short guy, the midget, motherfucker. That shit just had me dying though. Like this dude is a weird.
when they're hurt, they get personal. That's the point.
I don't know this dude. Look, we'll do a podcast like this tomorrow. There'll be a video up. Do you see?
But that's the thing, yo, they listen to y'all's podcast, but don't none of us listen to theirs. That's the funny
Yeah,
part.
Right.
I'm saying, I don't listen to none of that shit.
I don't give a fuck what they got to talk about. Period.
I don't follow. Like I say, Jabari gets mad at me. Yeah, I said your name again. You and your counsel used to sit in my comment section like it's your motherfucking video. You know what I'm saying? And I had to get in y'all asses for fun. I had to turn back to the old hunted. That was Mr. You know what I'm saying? I got too many fucking personalities now. They making me crazy. I'm gonna be like that movie. I'm gonna snatch one of their asses up. Oh, he said he's gonna snatch me up. He's gonna kill me. No, man, go kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? This shit is funny games, laughing giggles, man. You know what I'm saying? Go play some video games instead of sitting there. But they gotta understand that this shit is entertainment and it's comedy.
Right.
Quit
Right.
taking this shit fucking personal.
What was the topic you were talking about? If you don't mind me asking.
We just went off on a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
The Minecraft,
You went on
the
a tangent.
Minecraft, the first game in Japan on PlayStation to sell 1 million in over 12 years.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It was Minecraft. Shit, fucking Uncharted. So how much you said? It was 8 billion supposedly.
Man, I don't
Apparently, but I
Yeah.
believe it. I just think it's all from bundles.
So,
I think it was cool, man.
Xbox made 50.
Oh, you heard? I ain't heard shit about that
7% of
game
each
since
one
it
of those
came out.
games.
Yeah.
But
I
they
put
don't
this
have
way.
it.
If Uncharted sold 8, I swear to God, The Last of Us got sold 16. They bought that motherfucker with everything from the 3.
Honey, they sold 3 million consoles in less than a month. You hear what he's saying?
Nah, they
But
said
they-
6. Dude.
Well,
What they
within the
what
last
they,
2
they
months.
was at 50. Hang
But
on, they
what
was
I'm
at
trying to
50.
what I'm trying to say is that's basically them admitting that the Pro didn't sell because those only the Slims. The Slims the one that comes
Wow.
bundled with the Uncharted.
Right.
So much for the pro.
But okay, so if they did that, so Microsoft had bundles, and it
Right.
was cheaper. So
Right.
Microsoft couldn't sell this damn near the same thing, and you had an Ultra 4K Blu-ray player in it. None of them motherfuckers got that shit.
They're gonna go on.
None.
They're gonna go on desperation mode because they know that this is the
Now
year
the fact,
of the
why ain't here?
Scorpio.
Okay, so where's the fucking numbers? I see Jabari out here showing numbers on Twitter and shit because his homie is retweeting. That's the only reason I know he's doing it. Where
Right.
the fuck the
Right.
VR at?
Right.
Where the fuck that piece of shit ass VR
They
at?
don't. They
I
don't.
What
get more
about the
entertainment.
Vita?
Me
Man, I got
either.
more entertainment. I got entertainment in Samsung VR than that shit.
I also failed to. They also failed to mention that the PS4 is the highest retrade-in console in GameStop and in places like Best Buy.
Definitely, man.
I just want to say, man, when your games are shit, and you have to look at numbers to make you feel better, go right ahead, man. If it makes you feel better,
Yeah, these old stock, they act like they stockholders and shit.
you know,
You know what I'm saying?
if it makes you feel
My
better
shit,
to look
my
at some
shit
stupid
sold
shit like no.
600,000.
If it makes you feel better when you're playing No Man's Ass to go, oh, but we're still ahead. If that helps you, man, sleep at night. Go, good for you.
You know what I'm saying? They don't sleep at night because they all on this fucking social media and shit.
They too busy
Motherfuckers fuck
watching
up.
what Xbox guys are doing,
Yeah,
infiltrating Xbox
we ain't
parties
watching.
on Xbox
Yeah,
Live, and
man, we
oh
ain't
my
watching
god.
you. Hey, motherfucker, do you know who I am? I made a video a year ago for you, motherfucker. I don't give a damn. Man. I'm not even 100 right now. Oh, I'm regular Joe. What the fuck? Have,
Right. Right. Right.
have you had a drink today? Matter of fact, have you had some? Have you been with a woman? When the last time you been with a woman? You sound like you trapped in that basement, man. You trapped in the
Right.
closet. It's all right. Come out the closet.
Listen, when another man worries
Stop.
about another man's business and that's all they're focused on, obviously there's a problem.
Yeah. I said, damn. If people worry about their channel more than they worry about everybody else, it'd be different. And I know everybody wants us all to have peace. Fuck peace. Ain't gonna never be no peace.
You can't have peace with too many weirdos.
Pick a side, yo. That's it, bro. In this
If you're
community,
neutral,
you pick a side.
but if you're a neutral, I don't understand. I fuck with people that's neutral. Have no problems with them. Thing about it is they're not picking sides at nothing. If they have something, they'll say it about it both. But then
Right.
you got people like you got to be neutral. I ain't got to be shit. It's
Right.
my money.
Everybody has a preference on consoles. That's not new. That started since the arcade days.
Yeah, and then
I like Sega games better than I like Namco games. It's a fact.
Not to mention, there's more neutrals that are actually on the Xbox side of things, but they're afraid to fucking say it.
No, a lot of people don't want to get. They figure they don't want to get in this war. The
Yeah,
war
they
been
don't want
They
to
want
get
to play the
involved. Right. They
kumbaya
don't
card
want,
because
they don't want all the harassment.
Sony's
Dude.
involved in the
They,
mix.
a lot of
That's why.
people are pretending to be neutral because they don't want the harassment from the Sony fans, and that's a
Right.
fact,
But
man.
this thing about war been going on for years. Man, motherfucking Cain and Abel was war. We always gonna have fucking war. It's this that's in bed. That's in our human nature. I was in the
Boy, it's just
schoolyard. I was in the schoolyard. I got a clique of
it
me.
ain't
I
war.
got like
It's just
27
let me
hunters.
buy what I want to buy, and you buy what you want to buy,
And if
and
you,
leave
yeah,
people alone about it. That's
yeah,
all
but if
there
you
is
have a
to
different opinion, we used to be in the schoolyard. Man, I got that Coleco, bitch. I got that Donkey Kong.
it.
I'm like, I got that River
That
Raid and
Donkey
Pitfall.
Kong, I got Congo Bongo,
Yeah, I
bitch.
said I got River Raid and Pitfall. I got Pitfall too. My dad gonna buy it for me for my birthday because I only get games on my
Oh
birthday and
man,
Christmas.
you remember it
Shit,
was
I ain't got no job.
Pitfall or Jungle Hunt? Which one's
Don't
better,
Man,
ever,
man?
don't act
Pick
like you
a
want
I
to.
side.
remember it was
I know
TurboGrafx
your console
16.
board.
Hey man, only thing I like Box Adventure, but they had that Jungle Hunt game. They came out with the gun. We had
Right.
Panasonic. I knew,
Right.
man. People don't
3D.
understand. Yeah, man, people don't understand. This shit been going on. It's just social media that blows it up.
Right.
I've been
Right.
going that motherfucker. Man, I had people. Why you got to Sega Dreamcast? I mean, why you got to Sega Saturn? Because
I
my
like
dad
it.
bought it, and I like to play Madden and all type of shit. I love the game. I love Sega. What you care for?
Right.
I got
Right.
this PlayStation. Okay, let's go play this motherfucker, man. Matter of fact, this is your system. I'm kicking your ass in battle into Shindig. Get your ass out of it. But it was going. It been war forever,
Right. Right. It was
forever,
always
and
fun.
always console wars. And people gotta understand that shit.
Well,
You
they're
Yeah,
got
taking it out of
but
context. Now.
it
That's what
used
it
to
is.
be simple, man. It used to be Sonic's better because look at how fast the screen scrolls by, and it proves the Sega is more powerful. And then it would be like, oh yeah, but Mario lets you jump on Yoshi. Motherfuckers weren't sending pictures of people with dicks on their
Right.
faces and
Right. Death threats
threatening family
or
and
saying they're gonna
threatening people's jobs.
chase their
Like,
their kids
what the
down in their
fuck?
schools and stuff like
When
that.
did it come to this weird shit, yo?
Right.
This extremist level fucking craziness. When did it come to that?
What about
It's a new
forever?
generation
When you
of
started
gamers,
console
man.
warring forever?
Hang on, but the motherfuckers that's bitching and fussing about it, they fucking PlayStation 3.
Oh, they're the
Fucking
casuals, man.
these old young
I mean,
bums
look,
that don't know shit.
if you think about it, it's been gamers versus casuals since the PlayStation 1 first came out, man. Because your gamers were buying fucking Sega and Nintendo. Your casuals that didn't know shit went and bought a PlayStation.
Well, it's funny that you say that. I don't understand how people can be Sega fans and yet they like Sony. When Sega is gone, basically because of Sony's
PlayStation was a poser ass game system in the first place that didn't have any games that they made. They just fucking bought timed exclusivity. Instead of making their own games, they paid games not to come out on the other platforms. Games that would have came out even if Sony never existed. Like where you have Sega pioneering the industry, first 3D games, first fucking analog stick, first analog triggers, first online console. Sony just sat back and did nothing. They came out with the fucking most laziest console they could, mass marketed it to the fucking casuals.
Well, they didn't pay for the R&D.
Madden and CD player drives and DVD player drives, and they sold to the masses. But guess what? Their games have never had like a high attach ratio. And that's the thing, like that I've always noticed. Like these frauds, these casuals, they prove their casualness through their sales. You look at the amount, and that's why attachment ratio is more important than sales, because you have to realize for different consoles, there's a different amount of consoles out there, and the sales per console is what matters. Like how these people are buying up their games. If a console with less consoles out there sold is selling a higher number of games, then that means those people buy more games. Those people are gamers. If your console sells 10 fucking games per unit, you got gamers buying your console. If your fucking console can only sell 0.5, then right there is your fact.
One, which comes bundled with
these dum-dums just stumbled into gaming, buying whatever because they didn't know no better. And now they're trying to fucking tell everybody, look, this is the truth. This PlayStation, blah, and try to change history. But me, Hebot, and lots of other gamers were there, man. We went through all these transitions of consoles. We seen shit come and go. We played things before everybody else played them. And fucking Sony ain't never been shit, ever. That's just a fact, man. Since the beginning. So all you fucking, think PlayStation 1 is a great console, man, you're an idiot. You weren't there. You didn't have all the consoles. You know what I mean? You prove your fucking lack of gaming knowledge when you say shit like that.
Well,
and then also I heard about breaking news. It was a leak, even though I found out some of the shit was fake about Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I heard Power Stone might be coming back.
That'd be nice.
I would like to say something, but I'll tell you after the show.
Yeah, I heard Power Stone. I heard Power Stone coming back, and I heard it might be exclusive.
Hey, where is Sega Forever? He lost him.
Right here, man.
Oh, he's there, but I want to hear what his thought on console warring.
Yeah, because I want to hear Sega and Hebot thoughts. Because I mean, you guys grew up gaming. You guys grew up with Sega Saturns and Nintendo 64s and PlayStation 1s. And tell these people, man. Tell these people what a crap console Sony has always been since the beginning, man.
Well, I mean, for me personally, guys, when you were a gamer back in the day, it was a community, and it was a small community. If you played video games, something was wrong with you. If you read comic books, something was wrong with you.
Yeah.
It was either a waste of time and money. So that's why the community was a little bit closer. Anytime you met anybody who was a gamer, whether they were Nintendo, Sega, or whatever, right? You would bond with them because you guys had something in common.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But nowadays, you have social media. People can hide behind keyboards because you guys remember, you actually have to go to somebody's house and play with them. So if you talk trash to one of your friends and it got out of hand, you'd handle your business.
Right.
Yeah. You don't have to worry about that anymore because
it was very unpopular to be a gamer in our generation.
Well, yeah, you were like something was wrong with you. Well, in my case, I grew up in a religious home. They said that maybe the devil was possessing me or something. They said all kinds of stupid shit because, It's like kids that used to read comic books, and look at what comic book is now.
Right, exactly. Star Wars fans, people think the Star Wars was always this popular thing. Motherfuckers got their heads put in toilets. The people were giving swirlies for watching Star Wars,
Right,
man.
right. Like
Yeah.
Y'all understand that?
you were
That shit
something
was
was
nerd
wrong with
culture.
you.
Nerd culture was not cool when we were growing up. We had to fight bullies in order to stand up for gaming and what we liked. And these same bullies that made fun of Sega and Nintendo, they're the same crowd that went and bought that PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
Oh, because it was the cool thing to own. It was like when you're the jock in school, you had to join the football team in order to feel like you were cool or you were part of something. In a lot of places, in a lot of cases, and that's what it is with these products. But yeah, it's just this is the way I tell people. Nintendo saved gaming and Sega evolved it. Tell me what Sony did for gaming because they haven't done shit.
Please tell
That's
me.
just the way.
I mean,
You know what I
we
mean?
all grew up, and I still don't know.
I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you guys what Sony did.
Okay.
And some people might applaud this, and other people might think it's bad. What they did was they expanded gaming. Okay, they took gaming and they made it cool for everybody. Now the bad part about that is, now it made the industry grow, right? Because they did stuff that wasn't done before, right? They copied a lot from a lot of people like Nintendo and Sega. So they made
Right.
it
Well,
bigger.
Battle to Sit in Arena was a mimic of Virtual Fighter. Everything they did, it was like Namco with Tekken.
It's like they do today,
just-
man. Every game they don't do anything original. They just come out with a game that's an answer to another game instead
Well,
of
the
making
first
their own
commercial
shit.
was attacking Nintendo Super Mario Brothers. Remember when they showed Crash with that?
Oh
with
yeah,
that
Crash
big,
calling out
megaphone
Mario.
on
And
the
Crash was
outside of the
never
office?
Crash never even held a candle to Mario.
Yeah, but see,
Right.
Hell,
but people understand. Companies used to go at each other.
Right.
Sega
Right.
does, Nintendo
Yeah.
doesn't. Y'all think
Uh-huh.
that we go hard? They started the shit. We just
Right.
trying to
Yeah.
why this? We involved the shit.
say,
But this is
Remember
kind of
the
why
Sega,
everybody's
remember the
sitting around
Sega
here doing this
commercial?
stuff, man.
Hey, remember the
This is
Sega commercial that had the ice cream truck representing Super Nintendo, and then that Formula One car representing the Genesis, and they was like
Right.
Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Right.
Man, they,
Right.
but
Yeah, remember the used game shit at E3? People
Right.
forget about this shit.
Oh, yeah.
They
Sony started
started
the
the
whole
war
console war
this
shit.
generation. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
And then
Sony
people
people, grew up that way, man. They grew up. They're very casual people, man. I was telling Hebot at Master Chief, I think it was yesterday. When I was growing up, dude, the same people that made fun of me actually went and bought games. They would buy a PlayStation because they had games like Madden and stuff like that. But these dudes, they didn't play They never played Shining Force. They never played Fantasy Star Online. They never played Lunar Silver Star Story. They never played Spider-Man CD disc, Landstalkers. Yep. They never played games like that.
Right.
Yeah, they always played like those casual type games that the general public likes, and then they made it popular.
So you're saying they were the original Dude Bro console?
Yes.
They are the original. It was not. I get mad every time somebody says Microsoft is the original Dude Bro console. Microsoft is the continuation of Sega. Sony is the original Dude Bro console.
Sony attacked Sega and Nintendo by putting Madden exclusive on their console. Right
Well,
there.
they bought
Madden was the highest selling game on PS1 over all their exclusives.
But they bought those licenses.
But people don't
They
understand.
bought the license
Microsoft
for
was
it.
already in partner with. If you got a Sega Saturn, what it said, it had Windows NT built in.
The
I
Dreamcast.
remember
The
in the
Dreamcast, right.
Dreamcast. I remember
Yeah.
when I was working at the airline. Man, I made sure I got a good. I mean, I played NFL 2K on that shit. Me and my boy, I fuck around. I fuck around my fight because I don't say too far
Yeah,
from the
it was,
airport.
man.
I fucked around and like, damn, I saw my fight going over my head. Like,
Dude,
oh shit, relay. I got to get on the phone because I never had that experience. Microsoft
Right.
built the infrastructure, but when Sega went out, if you look at the controller, it's just like a Dreamcast
Very
controller
reminiscent
with
of
an
the
extra
OG, yeah.
analog button. So we don't know about these old backdoor deals.
Well, that's what they did. That's what Peter Moore did the 12 game deal for the OG because they
Yeah.
wanted to continue what Dreamcast was doing. And originally, the OG was going to be had a Dreamcast 2 emulator in it. That was the whole plan. But because of those clause and laws, from Japan that they can't really
Why you can't
buy property stuff from other companies from like Japan and stuff. That's why they couldn't do it. But Sega was trying to make the Dreamcast 2 an emulator on the OG Xbox. That was the original plan.
and if you have a PlayStation and you think you're not a casual, well, Sony calls you a casual. Watch the very first E3 where they present the PlayStation 1 and they announce that their strategy is to make the casual gamer the core audience. There you go. Sony themselves calling you a casual.
Right. Well, I mean, like I said, you can tell me what they've done to make a mark on gaming, other than what Forever
What have
said.
they done? No,
They just did where they
I can
made
tell
it
you what
into a
Nintendo's
popular
done. I can
product
tell
so
you
that
what
people
Sega's
will
done.
buy
I
it
can
and
tell you what
own it.
Microsoft's done, but I can't think of one innovation from Sony.
Right, right.
PlayStation
Just
VR.
format. That's it, man.
I
PlayStation
mean,
Their
VR.
marketing.
they kind of grew that gaming industry, dude. But like I said, there's a bad part to it too, right? This is why you argue with these guys every single day. This is why I don't get involved with Sony guys, man.
Well,
Because all you're gonna
what
do
you
with them, you're gonna argue with them all the time because they don't know. They don't
right.
know the
Well, look at
history.
what you said yesterday, Forever. Remember, and I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry. Remember we were talking
No, no, go
about
on.
Shemu, how they were like, Chief was like, oh, well, they were sitting there crying when they showed it on stage. If I remember correctly, the people that bought Dreamcast were not Sony fans because the first thing they said
Nope.
was, I'm not buying the Dreamcast. I'm not wasting my
I
money.
have
I'm waiting for the PS2 because
And
it's
we
going to be
bought the
more
OG
powerful.
Xbox to play Shenmue 2, did we not?
Right, exactly. So
So
we bought everything for Dreamcast for what it was because Dreamcast had an incredible library of games in less than a year and a half that it was out. And if you were a real gamer, you bought the console because it had the games, not wait until you got something else. And they're still doing it now. It's kind of like their motto: let's wait for all those games because PS2 didn't have great games until the third year, which was starting with multi-platform.
if
Devil May
Shenmue
Cry.
comes out for PlayStation, I feel bad for Shenmue because nobody on there is going to buy it. They're all
Yeah, it's
pretending
not
like
gonna
they know
sell.
what it is, but none of them have played
It's
it
not
like
gonna
we
sell.
have.
It's not gonna
That was
sell.
one of the first open man. People don't understand. You had to get a
It was
job in
all
fucking
right.
Denver.
Yeah, you had to
You
drive
had
a
to go to
forklift to
bed.
work.
You fucking
And
you might
shit, you had
walk
to
down
race a
the street.
forklift.
Nobody want to fight your ass. You
Well,
had to sit
there
there
was
like
an
damn.
that was the first open world game to make it the way that GTA is today. But
Yeah,
there was
it was
another one.
before
Jay don't know
GTA.
what
It
it
was
is.
open world, had changing seasons.
Well,
I
Man,
mean,
yeah, there was a open world game before called Body Harvest. It was a
The
robot.
body
It
hurt,
was
but it
made by
wasn't on the level
Rockstar.
like Shenmue, right?
It, it was like it was actually pretty similar to GTA. You could steal cars and shit. It was more violent and whatnot, but it wasn't, the more realistic and
As
detailed world
detailed,
that
right? As
Shenmue had.
Shenmue, right? Which is basically where GTA stemmed from in 3D, right?
yeah, dude. I mean, the Shenmue world felt like a real tangible place, man.
Mm-hmm.
Especially, and playing back then, you'd never seen anything like this before. You can go up to like vending machines and buy little action figures and collect them on your fucking dresser
Shit,
in
you
your
couldn't go beat up with people
virtual house next to your
actually in
virtual
real
dojo and
time.
all this stuff. And
man, you can play
dude,
old Sega
you
games
can
on
play
the
old
to
Sega
the hard
games.
man.
I
They
know,
don't
right?
know about
Yeah,
that
like
shit.
Yeah, that was
they
Uncharted
did
fans going, oh, you can play Crash or Uncharted. Yeah, you know what? Sega did that shit on Shenmue
on
a long
Shenmue,
fucking
right,
time ago,
right,
man.
right. I
You're
was
you're
going
But
to
late
we
to
say
don't.
the
that.
late to the party again,
But we
Sony
don't play
fans.
games.
Late to the party.
We don't
The
play
other
games
thing,
up here.
the other thing was like if you had a meeting with somebody at 4 o'clock the next day, and on the game, remember the game was based off the date on the internal hard drive of the Dreamcast. So if you wanted to speed up the process within the game, you would have to go to the internal memory of the car of the actual
Oh yeah,
console
change the date.
and put it to the next day so that you can hurry up and play the game. If not, you have to actually wait till the
I
next day
never
to
did
play
that. I always waited.
that
I went to
mission.
sleep and
Yeah,
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 you
but
waited.
I'm
wait to go
saying
to
that's
bed.
how
Take your ass to sleep.
advanced the game was. Right, that's how advanced the
Cause
game
all the
was.
shit you do, yeah, cause all the shit you had to do in the day, shit, you
But
like, man, I'm
but but
tired.
variety is what the key to that game was, dude. There was a variety. Like there was so many different gameplay aspects just combined in this one game.
At that
You had,
time, shit, that was a
oh
hell of
man,
a
you
lot.
had 3D open world. You had fucking great fighting. They used the virtual fighter mechanics for the fighting engine in it,
Yes,
so it felt
yes.
like a fighting game. Whenever the battles were really intense and in close quarters, they would do really cool fucking cinematic QT events, but just a few. Like they didn't like it wasn't heavy, but they sprinkled some like really action packed QT events, but had real fighting mechanics as well. Then
Right.
they had like fucking just events that you could be a part of or not be a part of. You could talk to people. You know what I liked? Whenever you had a question in Shamu, you could ask anybody the question. Now, whether they knew the answer or not, it was up to to the individual. But in a game today, you don't know what to do. You can't just go around asking everybody in the world until you find somebody who can tell you. But you could do that in this game, man. And you
Fuck
would not.
Yakuza. Fuck
No,
Yakuza.
it
oh
was
man.
like, hey, fuck Yakuza.
I
Well,
ain't
it
So
was
you
like
get,
voice control.
do you
Voice
know Lon
controls were
D? Excuse
introduced.
me. Do you know Lon D? Excuse me. Do you know Lon D? Excuse me.
Landy, yeah, Landy. Well, it's
Oh,
like
that's
voice
awful.
commands. Voice commands was done with Seaman on the Dreamcast. That's when it first was introduced that way with a microphone.
Yep.
You know,
Another
you
first from
know,
Sega, man. And
motion controlling with the Sega Genesis
you know,
Octagon. You know, if you don't know your roots, you're not gonna understand. That's why these guys nowadays are just they funny because they think they're gamers, but they're not. They don't know what real gaming is about or where it stemmed from. You know what I mean? That's why I have a lot of respect for J Lo because he went and did his history check and he really cares
Yeah,
about
this man
gaming
fact check. He fact checks
as a
everything me and he
right.
about to say.
He cares for the hobby. He really likes it. Cares about it. Right. He shows it respect. That's the difference.
And he ain't got to go fund me. He on eBay.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Not only does J Long fact check, but he even tries these games. He'll fucking go buy an old console, go buy these old ass games me and he might be talking about, so he can play them and compare them to the games that were out at the same time, so
Right.
he can get the feeling that we felt. You know what I mean? Not many people are willing to do that, man. That's and I have to say, man, that's where J Long, man, for a guy your age, man, your gaming knowledge shines,
Well,
man.
yeah, he has our
Yeah.
respect for that same reason. Because a lot of people is just like, oh, my first console was PlayStation One, right
Yeah,
there
and they
off the
listen to
back.
what and their knowledge is based on some Sony dude told them. You know what I mean? They don't know anything really.
When
They're
somebody
just
told me their first console was a PS1, I was like, oh boy, here we go.
oh yeah.
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 This always like whenever I have a Nintendo fan or Xbox fan over my house and we're playing games, they could pick up any game, any controller. All right, they're cool. Give a PlayStation guy an Xbox or a Nintendo controller. They're
Oh
looking
yeah,
at the buttons. Which one's A? Which one's A? You don't know which one's A?
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Like you
I
gotta be
watch.
able to
I
adapt,
watched the
man.
pony not be able to
Just can't.
complete. Look, you know that bullshit ponies were saying about Quantum Break having shitty aiming mechanics. I
Right.
seen this shit in action. I watched a pony play this game, man. I'm not gonna say no names, but I watched somebody play this game. Use a pony. And this dude was having a hard time. He was cussing, screaming, saying, the gun shit, blah blah blah. So I took the controller. I started using time powers, fucking killing everything. I wiped out everything in like 5 minutes. And I handed in the controller back. It's like that wasn't hard. And you know what he said? I only use the time powers when I need it. It feels like I'm cheating.
What?
That don't make no sense. That
That
don't
don't
make
make
no. It's part
That's
of the
the whole
game.
part of the
That's the
gameplay
game. Yeah.
mechanic.
But
I'm
that
not gonna take covering
okay, so
But
gears.
do you understand? A new mechanic was too foreign to him. He's used to playing game after game after game that plays the
That is the
same.
same
You
way,
throw a new
right?
mechanic and he's lost. He just the pony get the casual player doesn't know how to use it. They're like, what is this time shit? I just want to point and shoot at things.
Right. So
Like
then
they don't even understand.
they say it's
Uh,
corny because it's not familiar to them.
Right. They don't even understand that
They
the
with
game
Sunset Overdrive.
isn't the problem. It's them. They're not good at adapting. They're not good at playing video games. They're not good at using good new mechanics. That is why the game sucked to them.
There's a
I've
reason why
seen
Yeah,
it.
they really
Call
aren't
of
good at
Duty.
adapting. You're right.
That's why There's a reason why Call of Duty is the #1 selling game.
Mm-hmm.
Next to GTA.
Hell, the
Yep.
developers don't really adapt. Look at Gran Turismo.
Right.
Like how behind
Think
they are.
about look.
Right.
People like me and Hebot and Sega Forever and Mr. 100 were older. We've been playing games from system to system. We've done changed controllers, changed gameplay. Like it's changed so many times, and we adapt like crazy. Like the
Let
minute the new
somebody try to
controller
play
comes
with that
out, I'm
Atari
like, let me
Jaguar
hold that. I
stick.
gotta figure it out, right? But you got people that are afraid of a new controller. How fucking pathetic is that,
Hey,
man?
Chief, let somebody try to play a game on the Atari Jaguar. They would have been
Yo, give
scared.
them a Nintendo 64
Oh, man.
controller, yo. That was my
Yeah,
first
well,
controller.
That is
64.
no,
Oh
The
man.
64 was
no.
my first controller,
The
so I could handle
64.
anything, man.
Yeah, the 64 was
Yeah,
cool,
64
but
was
no, the one that made me fall out with motherfucking Nintendo was that fucking the other one, the
Which
little
one?
blue box, the GameCube. Fuck
GameCube.
that
GameCube.
controller.
Yeah.
pain.
Fuck that controller.
Oh,
Man,
man.
I
I like
played
that
Madden
controller,
on
but
that
it's
shit.
trash for
It
fighting
looked like a
games.
Lego controller with all those colors on it,
Man,
right?
I'm trying to
Exactly.
play Madden, and my son, I mean my boy's 5-year-old son, give me the business. I'm like, what the fuck is A, B, and C? I'm saying, like, what the hell?
And they got one
I
big button bigger than all the other buttons.
yeah,
It's
but
like,
I heard it's
I'm
one of
not
the
gonna lie,
best
that
Smash
Layla is
Brother
good for
controllers.
platformers, though.
Yeah, but I heard it was one of the best Smash Brother controllers they
it
ever
is, but that's
released.
the thing. Like,
Smash.
if you're a
But it's
gamer,
made for
if a
one game.
gamer, you grab that controller and you learn that controller. You put all that shit aside. You're like, all right, you know
Yeah,
what? I
once
want to
you
play.
learn it,
You
right?
want to play that game so bad that the controller, you forget about it. You fucking learn it. You just
Well,
learn it.
that's why
That's all
Sony
they
always
do.
kept the controller the same. Look at all their controllers, always been
All
the
the
same.
same.
They
Yeah,
have
they look like
minimal tweaks, but it's always the same layout because they're not they're trying to say, oh, don't fix what's great. No, that's not the point. The whole point of gaming is you adapt to whatever is presented
right.
to you. That's the challenge of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's for me. That's just a cop out. It's a cheap excuse, or a scapegoat type of thing. But again, like I said, real gamers adapt because that's the whole challenge about it. The whole challenge was, oh, what type of controller they're gonna come out with, how they're gonna utilize the controller, what are we gonna do, what they're gonna do with these games, with these
Hmm.
features that the controllers are offering. You know what I mean?
Right.
And even with Rumble and even with putting a memory card like the Dreamcast when they did the VMU that you could pick your plays on the Madden, that was one of the
Oh man,
hottest features ever,
man, you ain't have
ever,
to worry about your boy
ever.
looking at you. 'Cause, man,
Yeah.
I didn't got in a fight with my man. Look at my controller,
That's
and you just have to sit there and backslap his ass.
800. That's when you.
Because that's
That's
when you only had three plays on the you only had three
exactly.
plays on the screen. So if you know it's X, either X, Y, or B, or A, you know you picking my
Yeah,
and then you set your defense up. I caught my
100.
homie, man, I almost choked him out. I said, that's
100.
why you
That's
been
when
beating
you knew.
yeah.
That
He's
is when you knew if
watching.
you were really better than somebody else when you played on Dreamcast, on the 2K and the NBA because you couldn't see those plays.
Mm-mm.
They
You
couldn't
call,
cheat.
yeah, you couldn't cheat.
That
Cause you,
2K shit was fire, man.
yeah,
Yes,
you could
sir.
not cheat.
Dreamcast, that shit was sick.
Yeah.
And
And
you,
then
I,
when
And take
then
it
you could
back
take up the
on
yeah.
the Dreamcast right there. That's when Stephon Marbury was a rookie and he was on the Timberwolves with Kevin Garnett.
Right.
Let's take it back. I was going there. I had
Yeah.
that shit.
and you know what? You know what's funny? You remember as the Dreamcast kept getting better and better, and people were noticing it, and people were talking about how it has 4-player control ports, so you can
Yeah.
4-player couch co-op, how it's got online, you can play online. And what did these fucking ponies do? Instead of buying a Dreamcast, they went and bought a multi-tap add-on to their PlayStation,
Right, right.
an add-on
The
to their
Dreamcast had the four
PlayStation.
ports right on it.
Yeah,
And the
yeah, they had
64 too, yeah.
basically
Yeah.
Yeah.
they had to plug their PlayStation up like it was on life support to try to make a Dreamcast out of it. Oh my god. And then the Sony made nothing to fucking play on it after they spent all that money. How
It's
about
funny.
that?
It's funny because you saw how when this generation started, one of the first things they talked about was, oh, that they're forcing the Connect, even though that was the vision for the console. But when they put the Blu-ray on the PS3, it wasn't forced on you. And if you remember that the Xbox 360 gave you the HD drive, but they sold it separately. But when Microsoft did that, it was, oh, they're trying to rob you from your money. That's why they're selling it separate.
Yeah.
I was like, you gotta be fucking shitting me. Now it's a different agenda and narrative. Yeah, okay.
Right, right. Well,
Get the
they
fuck
they you
out of
know
here.
they were the first Duo console. They invented timed exclusives. They were the first to try to make gaming casual by making Mary Kate and Ashley games, Barbie games, and
Irritated stick.
Spice World games,
A lot of
irritating
shovelware, yeah.
stick, and I mean, the
Backstreet
thing
Boys,
was, dude, you know what? It was the same thing back then. It was you had to be smart enough to choose quality over quantity, and
Right.
then some consumers just aren't smart enough to make that choice because they're not educated on what these games are, who makes these games, or anything like that. They just see a wall, and they would go into a game store back then, and they would see a wall, and there was more games on PlayStation, and then you
Right,
casually
right.
would just buy it. They wouldn't look into that fucking wall to see how horrible it was. They just saw the wall of games. You go over to Sega, and everything was an arcade perfect port. You got all these fucking awesome fucking exclusive games, and you go over to PlayStation, and it's Mary Kate and Ashley, Barbie, fucking Spice Girls, Madden, and these
Yeah, yeah,
idiots
yeah.
bought that shit, bro.
Playboy.
Oh
I
man.
remember when
They
Destruction
had some
Derby,
Playboy games.
Wipeout, all those games were not came to Saturn
Oh
and even
man,
to
64.
even
Yeah.
to the 64,
Yeah.
and they still try to
yeah,
tout those games today like they're exclusives or they're old IPs from Sony. Like no, those were not exclusive. They were timed exclusive.
yeah. They again, like they just had no. The only games that they could muster up were games that they could pay exclusivity for.
Right.
And that
Well,
was it. Like,
Nintendo kind of started that first with Street Fighter and everything, but it was a little
yeah,
different. It was for a different reason. They were trying to keep control so nobody pirate shit and go do shovelware and overprice it. That's really why they did it. But that's another story in itself. You know.
yeah. Well, even Sony at one time working with Sega and Nintendo, revert they even reverse engineered that the whole PlayStation 1 was a 32-bit fucking Dolphin. Y'all know that, right? The
Right.
Dolphin was
Right.
supposed to be a 64-bit CD-based Nintendo console, but thanks to Sony, instead of getting a 64-bit CD-based console, we got a 64-bit fucking cartridge and a 32-bit CD.
Right.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they paid for the R&D. That's what I said.
Yeah.
which I had an argument with somebody in the community about that.
So they even held Nintendo back. Nintendo would have had a 64-bit fucking CD-based console. Would have been powerful as fucking ran on disc. But we
Right.
didn't get that because Sony screwed them over. Then reverse engineered the fucking Nintendo 64 that Nintendo had sent them, made the PlayStation to the exact specs except for a 32-bit.
Right. Well, they wanted to
instead
do
of
a deal
64.
where they were going to
They
get
cut it in
a
half.
percentage from
So
the
but they
disc
came out
sales
with
and from the profits of the
Nintendo
actual.
No, they
Dolphin
were
that
gonna
was
get
half as
100%
powerful
of
as
disc
what the
sales and
Nintendo
hardware
Dolphin was
sales.
going to be.
Right.
Though.
They wanted from hardware and from the disc sales. That's what
100% of profit.
because they were
That's
going
why
to
Nintendo backed them.
they were going to do two different versions of
Right.
the console. That's
So
why.
other than like fucking doing nothing, what has Sony done? Like, how have they contributed?
Creating ponies.
Sony fans, if you got comments, please post them. I want to hear this crazy story you have because I lived through it and I never saw no innovation from
Prepare for the paragraphs. They're coming. MIT style.
it. Yeah, please put down. Make sure you don't forget Spice Girls. That was such a great.
That's true gaming, man. When you go into your friend's house trying to beat them,
They got the share button. I'll give them that, but they didn't start
Share
innovating.
Yeah, if it
button.
worked
they can
correctly.
laugh.
What you gonna share for 30 minutes?
Yeah, if it worked correctly.
I ain't trying
The
to.
share button does work though. I'm not even gonna lie.
One thing they got good though is
Not
their
for me.
live
Not
streaming.
all the time, anyway.
What I hear is really good. They live streaming.
Well,
Yeah,
That's
they got good streaming and sharing, but that's it.
with the YouTube you talking about?
yeah,
Yeah, but that's a YouTube thing. That's YouTube that hasn't done that for Xbox. That has nothing to do with Xbox.
Yeah,
That's-
man.
that's
Unfortunately, man.
That's YouTube. It has nothing to do with the console not being capable of doing it. They just YouTube.
Oh no, Xbox is
catered to
definitely
it.
capable
No, I
of it,
know
but
Right, that's what I'm
they
saying.
got a
Xbox-
better
Xbox-
editor and
Xbox
shit.
gonna
They got
do-
a better
Xbox gonna
recording.
do Beam. They're gonna do Beam.
Yeah, Beam is
That's
going to
just what
pick
they
off
are.
everything because it has no latency.
That's the only
That's
reason
just
I
gonna
heard that
destroy
deal.
everything.
That's why I heard that deal never went. That's why I heard that deal never went down.
Right. Because Microsoft's trying to do their own version for
Mhm.
better quality and
I
cheaper
think we should have
price.
both though, man.
But you know what?
Because
Sony might
YouTube's
do money out.
accessible, man.
But think about it, just like with
You got to
just
pay
like
out
with
money to
Twitch.
have both.
Just like with Twitch, I can make a video and then I can just upload it to my YouTube. You can export. I think they're gonna have an option to
Yeah,
export.
they actually do have that right now. You could put it to YouTube or whatnot, but it's just nice to have it streamed to your audience though. That's one thing I like to do.
Right.
that's cool.
Just
And
you
this-
know what it is? It's
They
just
got the
easier
share
for the
factory
people
too,
that
which
don't
is
want to use
good.
the brain to,
That's about it.
to do it more complex. That's all it is. So I can see why it fits. It's a fitting
Hey,
for the
Sega
console.
Forever, check this out.
Console
It's a
is
Sonic the
simplistic.
Hedgehog energy drink.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Throwback. Throwback.
Oh man.
Drink
That's
that
awesome.
shit now. That shit.
That's fucking awesome.
Your ass.
He'll spit out
Hey.
rings. He drinks that and he spits out all his rings, bro.
Yeah.
What's the date on that, Chief?
yo, you know it was a good
Yeah, I
game.
don't know what it tastes like because I don't want to open it.
Well, what's
Don't.
the date on
Yeah.
it?
Hardcore, man. Hardcore.
Oh man, I don't see a date on it.
What on an energy drink? That shit don't
Got it pretty
spoil.
recently, yeah.
That shit don't spoil. Keep that shit 20 years in the apocalypse.
And you'll still be energized.
Uh huh. Yep. Long as that shit's sealed.
That's funny.
If I can drink a 4-day-old beer to sit in my office because I got two
Guys,
loaded, I'm
You
gonna be
remember
good.
playing that game on FX, something like that? It's like a hover board spaceship game. It's like a racing game.
Oh, you mean
F-Zero.
F-Zero, F-Zero.
Yeah.
No way. I never liked that. I never liked
That's
it.
where Sony copied the Wipeout idea.
That
Yeah,
shit-
yeah. Wipeout was a fucking F-Zero ripoff, man.
that
Remember
shit
all the
was-
Mountain?
man,
Remember all the Mountain Dew ads, dude? Every time you turned a corner, it was Mountain Dew billboards.
Wow, so they
everywhere.
started Doritos and Mountain Dew also? Shit.
Yeah, they started the Dorito Mountain Dew. It was in their damn games. They actually
Yeah.
had billboards in the games with Mountain Dew
Oh,
on.
they had Pepsi Man too.
Pepsi
oh,
Man.
Pepsi Man. Ooh, man.
That game actually was pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Pepsi Man. So what else was the topic you had there, Jay?
That From Software is working on what 3 games?
Oh yeah.
What do y'all
yeah.
think those games would be?
There was some type of tweet or article where they talk about that they're making 3 more new games this year. And they
I hope
started-
it's Gun Valkyrie or Tagi.
Well, they
sequel.
started throwing out speculations. Obviously, the first one was they're hoping for a Bloodborne 2, which is understandable from the success of the first one. But the other one that they threw out that really excited me was the a possibility of a Ninja Blade reboot or Ninja Blade exclusive like sequel to the Xbox, because that's actually an exclusive to Xbox
Wow.
along with Otagi. So I'm excited if they did that. I'm all in for that.
Give us Ninja Gaiden fans a ninja game to play, please.
Yeah, a good one because they could make it. Ninja
Good
Blade
one.
was fantastic. It was very
I,
well
we were saying
looked.
we were saying the other day. Can you imagine a Ninja Gaiden game that was like open world, like Assassin's Creed, but you were a ninja?
Right,
You
right.
know how Ryu had
With the
Ryusuke?
with
Yeah,
the with the Ninja Gaiden quality combat.
right. With the combat, right? Quality of Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, be awesome.
Yes, sir. So, what are the thoughts on it, Jay? What do you think?
Yeah, I actually never played Ninja Blade, but I've heard nothing but good things about it, from you and shit. And I think we're kind of lacking that hack and slash genre,
Right, right, right,
more
right.
variety, the barrier. It's definitely a genre that takes skill, and more games, is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Right, right.
But it's from software, so as long as it's not a fucking long grinding game, I don't. I'll probably pick it up.
I want
Otogi
to.
would be nice too, though. Otogi 3.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, with remasters of the
Yeah.
first two. What? They
Hey,
want
didn't
the
you tell
OG
me?
ones touched up. That'd be
Yeah.
nice.
Didn't you tell me they were responsible for Gun Valkyrie?
Yeah,
Nah, that was
small bit. That
Spy
was
Bit,
small
yeah.
bit. But
Oh,
but
yeah, it was. Yeah,
but
small
here's
bit.
the
You're
kicker.
right.
Here's the kicker. All those engines, even the one they used for Ninja Gaiden, believe it or not, even though it was published by Tecmo and made by delivered by Team Ninja, all those engines were using the Sega engine that
You're right.
housed Panzer Dragoon Ortha on the OG. Those were
Uh-huh.
all using the same exact engine. The graphic.
Yeah, the AM3. There was a Smile by engine. Sega
Yeah,
had a lot of
there,
different
there
engines.
was there was AM3, there was Small Bit, there was them from software because they used to be a Sega house. Then they went independent because Sega let them go. Sonic Team had their own engine.
I still say
Yeah.
one of the best games on OG Xbox is Gun Valkyrie. Anybody ever get the
Hitmaker.
chance to play that? The game was
Hitmaker.
amazing.
The little guys who did Crazy Taxi. Hitmaker.
Oh, Hitmaker. Yeah, yeah.
You know.
I mean, somebody needs to round these studios up, man.
What about you guys?
Give us some ports.
100. What do you? What about
Give us
100 and
give us some
forever and
excellent
Sega? What do y'all
ports.
think about that?
But didn't they do Armored Core back in the day? Because I would like to see a really good, well done mech game for.
Yeah, Armor
That's
Core
one.
was good. They
They did
made that
Chrome
too.
Hounds too, right?
Mac
Or some
games.
shit.
They did
Oh, did
Chrome
they do Chrome
Hounds.
Hound? They make
Yeah,
Chrome
they
Hound?
no
Yeah.
Capcom did Chrome Hound. They did
Oh, okay.
Armor Core, I believe. Or it could
Anybody
be
else in
vice
here
versa. It could be vice
play
versa.
Mech Assault? What about another Mech
Yeah.
Assault?
Yeah, Mechasaw would be awesome, dude. That
Yeah, if
game's
it was
fun.
done right,
I
absolutely.
guess. So
Mhm.
sound familiar.
That was one of the first Xbox Live games, along with Halo 2. Man, I used
Yes,
to love
yes,
Mech Assault.
Oh,
Man, I
yes,
used to love it
yes.
so much.
Hmm.
The way you could take down buildings, and then if you took down another mech, that mech would cause a nuclear explosion and just take the buildings down and everything around it. Like something like that on next gen, especially using Crackdown engine. Wow, I
Right.
mean, I could imagine. Well, like you said, we don't have many mech games. Sega forever.
Yeah.
There's
I played Hawken. Hawken was okay.
Hawken. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hawken isn't bad. Hawken isn't
Yeah.
bad. Anybody listening, try that out. It's free. Hawken is pretty good too.
Yeah.
It's a great mech
Hey,
game.
check out what they got.
Hawking wants you to
Um,
pay. Hawking wanted you to pay though. It ain't no true free to pay. They ain't like a no never
Yeah.
winner.
Yeah.
No never.
Yeah. That's
Buying
true. That's
rhymes
true.
and never
right.
win.
Right.
Either buy
It's
They
you
it's
something.
actually
pay,
made
pay to
Tenchu.
win,
They
but
made a
it's
Tenchu game.
Tenchu was a badass.
Oh, Tenchu was bomb. Yeah. Awesome.
They
Hell yeah,
made
that shit
Enchanted
was
Arms also. I'm on the
Enchanted
Wikipedia right
Arms,
now.
yes, that was actually a turn-based RPG, and one of the main characters, secret characters, was
Was it
was Raikou from Otagi.
right?
shit. At
Right.
the end of that shit,
Wait, that's RPG a certain someone didn't play, by the way.
What
Oh, okay.
uh,
Oh, and
yeah.
by the way, I just beat the first disc of Lost Odyssey. Something
Uh
a certain
oh.
hasn't done
The
it.
gloves are gonna be off.
Oh, you beat Last Odyssey? Oh man, me and
Nah,
Last Odyssey.
the first CD though.
Oh, because me and Los Angeles finna go to hell, man. Shit, I just beat the goddamn Griffin. Now I got another big ass
Yeah,
thing
I
I
was
gotta
stuck on
fight.
that shit for a
I
while.
said, shit, I ain't gonna lie. I had to get on YouTube and I had to go do some ignorant shit. I had to go back in. I had to go run back to the base and come back and get into the conversations because I couldn't beat that Griffin unless I was level 14. I went head up with him at 9. I'm thinking I'm finna run through this shit. Like, yeah.
Yo, they made the Steel Battalion Connect game, bro.
Yeah.
From software.
Oh
From
man.
That's
software
why.
is the shit.
That's why that's one of the best Connect games because you actually use the controller to control it, and with the Connect, you would do the gestures like opening the door hatch, putting down levers. That's what you did with it. That was one of the best Connect games.
That's just like that other Connect game. You use your hands or you can use the controller. I forgot something. It's kind of like you was stuck on a plane. I can't think about it. Stuck on a plane and you're trying to solve a mystery. You're going back in
Oh, I know
time.
what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. I forgot the name of it. Yeah, I know
Uh huh.
exactly what you're talking
I
about.
got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
The kids was playing the other day. It was like,
Yes,
this is
yes. I
cool.
know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I'm saying you got the girl like a bunny rabbit. It feel like
Yes,
a Japanese
yes, yes.
game.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I
You like
forgot.
the
Let me
girl. You
find out.
keep on messing with me. I'm gonna be doing some things to you in a minute.
Excuse me, guys. I'll be right back.
Keep on bothering me.
All right,
Man.
what else is on the agenda? All right. So let's get to the other segment of the show, which is the buy day one, buy on sale, or keep it on the store. Um, Resident Evil 7, starting with you, Sega Forever. Will you buy this on sale? Will you not buy this at all? Or will you buy this day one?
I was thinking about picking up day one, man, because I love zombie games. So big Walking Dead fan. And I just love anything zombie, man. So yeah, definitely probably pick it up on day one.
What you, Hunter?
Bargain bin. Got too many
You get that on sale? Okay.
bargain bins. I got too many damn games. I played the demo. Now people don't understand that too about the demo. I guess they updated it every week, so if you play it again, you don't have the same experience anymore. I guess you get to go up to the attic and everything else. So, but it's first person. I thought, man, Resident Evil first person.
Yeah, it's way different.
It's like Outlast, man. And, I was running like a hooker in church. Shit. When I was playing Outlast, you know what I'm saying, but it's just I don't say if it's not going to be a bad game. I got leaked some shit that I know who the last boss is. And I'm
Yeah, I
kind of
know that
mad
shit
about
too.
this. Yeah, all right, well, I'll wait till you get on the bargain
No
bin.
spoilers here.
Yeah, I'll wait till the bargain bin. $40. I get it. That's
40,
why
all right.
that's why I bought Overwatch, because that to me I think it's a $40 game. But I'm not giving them
Yeah.
60.
Oh
And
man,
then when it went on sale.
I'm addicted to that game, bro.
Overwatch
No,
is bad.
Oh, my homegirl, she probably playing it. If I go on my Xbox thing, she's on it right now. She going competitive, my girl Hygiene. But I'm like, it's simple.
Yeah,
I want to go use Sebastian. Yeah, I want to go use Sebastian, and I'm gonna be the support. I got that big ass cannon. Y'all go run, and I'm gonna support you from the
I like
beginning.
the
We got a
Reaper.
team base.
I like
Yeah, I
the
like
Reaper.
the Reaper from the base.
That
Reaper's
fits you.
my
Hey,
dude.
Ghost, man. Reaper fits you, bro.
The Reaper's I be going in there with the shot, boom, 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 spinning
Yeah,
around.
Reaper P
Die,
on shit.
die.
But $60, I was like, damn, that's kind of expensive.
I ain't gonna lie, I copped that shit. And I was playing it, but nobody really had it. Nobody was getting on. So I said, you know what, man? I'm going to put that shit to the side.
Ghost,
But it
I'm
was
gonna hook
fun
you up
as
with
I
a
was playing it by
Ghost,
myself.
I'll put you with a group. You be sitting there like Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
You gonna
you
sit
know
there
what?
like you gonna sit there like Jesus Christ, because that's all they do it competitive now. That's all they play that shit for
you gotta
4
play
hours
strategy.
straight.
You got to
I'm
play
like, man,
strategy. Meaning, like, certain games in certain game modes, it moves up like you moving a bomb or something up.
yeah,
So
I like
now
that. I mean,
you
it's
got to
cool,
try
but I
to
can't play for that
stop them
long.
by killing them off, and it stops the bomb. But if they take you out, by the time you get to this shit is crazy because you got the robot, you got freaking the guy that he's an Indian dude, like on his leg or something. He's floating and shit. You got a ninja and shit. It's man shit in there, man. It's hot. Like, that game is fire, man.
Yeah, because
Dude,
last time we played it, we had a person that was healer.
Yep.
She was healed all day.
Yeah. If you
That's
play
all she
with
do.
people
Stay
that
back.
are really good, man,
I
it's
hate
awesome.
that.
It's an awesome game. If you're playing with
Which
people
game?
that aren't as good, then it can be pretty brutal.
Which game?
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Oh, Overwatch. Yeah, I heard it's a fun multiplayer game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Plants vs Zombies, dude.
Mhm.
It has that
Yeah,
fun
My
factor.
wife
Yeah.
had that shit. I almost
It is.
watched both.
It's a Plants vs Zombie, but like with a little more variety. I
Mm.
think.
Yeah. It does. I agree. I just hit 95. I just hit level 95 yesterday.
Oh
You
damn.
savage.
I don't think I think it's a good looking game. I'm still waiting on it to go down because it's definitely a game I want to get
So
down the
that's a
line.
buy on sale for you, right?
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
I
about
picked it up
Awesome.
for $30. I
what the
picked it up for $30.
what
Overwatch.
Overwatch. That's
Yeah,
not
it
a
was on
bad deal.
sale.
So you over there in
Yeah.
the islands. So
Yeah.
you gotta pay for them
Yeah.
people.
Exactly.
You gotta pay
Now
for them people. They gotta give you something cheap.
now
Yeah.
I
You
didn't
know
see
how it
how
is.
I felt on Resident Evil.
My brother's
But
eating the good food next to the beach. You know that the tropical
Yeah.
stuff.
Come on.
I'm buying
Yo, he
Resident Evil.
buy. Oh, you buying Resident Evil Day
Yeah,
One, Ghost Rider?
yeah, definitely
um,
day one. I'm gonna get it.
you're asking me?
Yeah, Day
yeah,
One on sale or keep it on the store.
See, here's the deal. That's not Resident Evil for me. Um, but
right.
the game, based off the demo, the game is good. For me, that feels like a side story of something like Outlast. And remember, they're making Outlast 2 as well. So, is it a day one? Probably not because it's not going anywhere. But at the same time, I kind of want to support it because if he does get support, Capcom did say they're trying to make more games based off their older IPs. You know, something like a Power Stone, like a Captain Commando, like a Bionic Commando, Final Fight, for Christ's sakes, whatever the case may be. So if they get good numbers, then they'll be stimulated to make more of their older IPs, I guess, and rejuvenate them. But if I'm honestly speaking to you, like for real, from the heart, as a gamer, I don't think I'm gonna buy day one. But let's see what happens. Who knows?
What about you, Chief?
Okay, for me, uh, I think they're going first person. I don't know if I like it. I like Resident Evil formula. I've always liked the games. I mean, there's only one I think I haven't beaten, which was Nemesis, I think. But I bought in every other day one. I mean, from the first one to the second one to
Mhm.
Code Veronica. I probably didn't buy all the handheld ones, but I mean, I've been there day one for Resident Evil most of the time. I'm probably gonna get it day one. I can't say recommend it day one. I say wait and see. Um, I mean, as a Resident Evil fan, I'm gonna pick it up day one more than likely. If you want a next gen true, this is what I have to say. If you want a true next generation Resident Evil game, pick up the Evil Within.
Yeah, that's a good
Oh
pick.
yeah.
Even
Definitely.
Revelations 2 is good too.
Evil Within is by far the best Resident Evil game there is. It's not a Resident Evil game, but it's by the creator. And if you want to
Right.
play a really good game that has the feel and style of Resident Evil, takes it to another level, takes it to a twisted, demented like slasher film, away from the zombies. More into monsters and slasher and stuff like that, and cerebral type of feel. I say if you're itching for Resident Evil and you haven't played Evil Within, pick that up. If you beat Evil Within, then you're probably like me. You're going to buy Resident Evil regardless because you're a fan of that game, that style. But yeah, I hope it's good. I hope it's good.
It looks good and it plays good based off the demo. It just doesn't feel like Resident Evil to me, like I
Well,
said.
it's going to be up to them. Can they do something we've never seen in the first person? Like, to me, you don't change the formula unless you have a reason. Now, if they can sell me on the reason, like if I don't want to play the
And it is a direct continuation from 6.
yeah, like if I get 5 hours into the game and I'm feeling it, I'm not going to complain. I'll okay. Well, glad they went this way.
Yeah.
It's going to be a wait and see for me. What should be a wait and see, but then again, it is Resident Evil. It's going to be good.
Um, One thing I noticed was it's a departure in a lot of ways. The first person, but it kind of goes back to his roots and something like that. The voice acting was kind of cheesy or kind of reminded me of the earlier ones. The demo that got, I don't know, it just sounded off, which is kind of how it was in the beginning. So it was cool, and it was kind of like you have to observe your environments. It brought back the puzzle solving in the first Resident Evil in the mansion, trying to
Yeah,
get out of certain
Yeah.
places.
Well, it's
So
kind
it's
of
kind of like that.
it also kind of makes you feel like a hypocrite though, because I did say, games going forward, in order for them to evolve, they have to try different things. So I'm kind of contradicting what I'm saying, but
Yeah.
at least I could admit
Like
it.
one of the last things, well, Mooch used to say this about God of War. It's there's something called evolving, But completely changing your identity is a different thing, and this kind of looks like they're changing their identity.
Right. I know what you're saying. Right.
Shit, I remember one of the main things I remember in Resident Evil Part One was at the end when he's trying to kill you and he's chasing you around. I didn't know they dropped a bomb. I mean the
The nuke.
rocket.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
threw
the
the nuke.
rocket. They drop
They
it
dropped
down
the nuke.
so you could grab it and hit him with it. That shit hit me in the head, killed me instantly. I'm like, yo, how I died? How I died? I'm like, yo, that's fucking cheating.
I,
Boom.
to me,
I
it's
get
just
back.
crazy, man. Imagine if they took Gears
Hit
of
the bomb.
War and made it first person. That's what it's. That's the crazy thing I'm having to deal
Pretty
with. It's like,
much.
it's just this game. I've never thought of it as a first person game.
Yeah.
So I'm curious as hell, man. I mean, I'd say it's a must
I
buy.
mean,
At
it
least
is Capcom,
it's
and
not a
somebody can pull it
curiosity.
off. They do have the potential to pull it off. So,
Man, they
Yeah.
couldn't put off Street Fighter 5 shit. Man.
Shit.
but Street Fighter
But
Five, the problem with Street Fighter Five is that it didn't evolve. It feels the same.
No,
That's the
they
problem.
dumped it down. They dumped it
Plus,
down.
plus, it,
Yeah.
plus, it, right? It doesn't have good
And you
gameplay
got these
mechanics.
where they turned the what you
Online,
call it. You got
no
these girls with
arcade
the big
mode.
ass takeover biggies and all that other shit. They thought that was gonna
Yeah.
sell. This ain't motherfucking this ain't what you call it beach volleyball. Why you trying to steal?
Right.
I think I'm gonna get it day
DOA
one, man, just
volleyball.
because fuck it, they're trying something different and they're taking a risk. Because if they wanted it to sell, they would have put Chris and Jill on the cover. Chris and Jill, back to the roots. But here
Right.
they don't even tell you who you're playing as, did they? And
No.
from the leaked files, we only have one classic Resident Evil character confirmed.
Well, and this is the other scary thing, Jay Long. How many times has Resident Evil decided we need a Resident Evil game, so they slap Resident Evil on a game that was started as a whole nother project? That's what I'm wondering too about this
But
game.
my thing is where Revelations 3 at?
Right.
That's what I'm
Revelations
getting at.
Right.
was
I
Yeah.
love
good
them
one,
too. And
Yeah.
that brought back old school with the new school.
Right.
A lot of
Yeah.
people didn't like it. You didn't
Right.
understand that. Yeah, you got to solve puzzles and all type.
Yeah.
You only got limited ammunition and all that.
Yeah.
Y'all used to just shoot them up, bang bang.
It definitely
That shit didn't
served its
work.
purpose. Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, I'd be like the first episode, I think.
It's good.
Revelation 1.
Yeah,
And the
it was
story,
Revelation, Revelation
story
1
is a
is on
twist.
360, right? Yeah, but you can't see it yet.
but
Yeah. It's not back companion.
That's
So
why I
with-
haven't played 2.
But two got a twist that shocked the shit out of me.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
So
it
what's
got a
the
twist.
overall consensus on Resident Evil?
I'm
What's
probably
up,
gonna buy
Sir?
day
For her?
one.
He didn't answer, and neither did Ghost.
I
Yeah, he
answered
did.
day
Yeah, they
one.
did.
Yeah, I answered.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear it. That's why I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
So we
think
got
you're away.
overall day one, right?
Getting
Is that
old.
the-
Yeah, I'm a day one because I just like zombie games.
Me, possibly not day one, but more than likely I'll probably end up getting it anyway because my kids want it. But I'm not really like fond of getting it day one, but I probably will. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
probably
what
day one for me.
What else we got coming up?
The game Rhyme. It was originally a PlayStation exclusive. It's a smaller title, I guess. AAA indie, like will call it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Are you guys interested in this now that it's multi-plat? Rhyme by day
I've never
one.
heard of it.
well, I mean, it looked interesting from before. It's being published by GameStop. This is their third game they're gonna publish.
What's it called?
Rhyme,
Rhyme.
RIME.
Rhyme. What you trying to make
Didn't
rhythm and
GameStop
rhyme?
help publish that Brink game and also
Song of the
Borderlands?
Deep.
No,
Deep.
GameStop published Song of the Deep by Insomniac, and they published the game by Ready at Dawn. Where you
Did that come out yet?
It's coming out soon.
That game actually looks pretty fun. I'm not even gonna.
It's
front.
like with the jelly creatures and stuff.
It's like
a
Loco
multiplayer.
Roco in 3D.
What's it
All right,
called?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna look at
like
that game.
Loco Roco.
Deformers.
Jay Long, what was
Deformers.
that game you just said?
Rhyme.
Rhyme.
It reminds me a lot of
RIME.
Ico for the PlayStation. It has that really
Yeah.
sense of feel, but it's like a puzzle action platformer.
Pretty much.
But it reminds me a lot of Ico.
It's got nice colors. Good graphics
It
for
does
it.
look like
Pretty
Ico.
music.
What the hell?
Mhm. It's got like the
I think it looks
graphics
better
of
than the Last
Abzu.
Guardian. So it's the day one.
Oh,
Oh man.
stop it.
Oh,
Well, it means at least it won't be $60. Burn.
Exactly.
I mean, it looks like a game with some PlayStation flavor to it. I mean, it's not a day one. It doesn't look like something I'm buying day one. It looks like
$9.99.
$5.99 maybe.
I'll buy it for 20. If that's the price they want, I'll
You
get
do
it.
it for 20.
No, I don't think it's gonna be 20. I think it's gonna be a $15 game. To be honest with you.
You gonna do it for if you do it for 20, man, come on. It's 20?
I'm
Man,
not.
that shit better
Hey,
last you
hey,
20.
at least
Man,
it's not
man, I'm
low
taking
$60 for Last
I'm taking
Guardian.
donation. I'm taking donation.
I'll
Shit, you
say
get it? Can I get a copy of it? I'll play it with
Oh
you.
shit.
I'll say 20 is what it should cost, and I'm not getting it till it's 5.
Wow.
That's what it looks like to
You
me.
drive a hard bargain, Chief. Indie,
It's the
indie,
indie.
indie developers won't survive around you, Chief.
Man, look, I got triple A's I want to throw my money at. Like like Resident Evil, Wildlands.
Yeah,
And
I know,
all
I know. But this game is honestly does look like it's a quality indie game, not for nothing.
right.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really does. Like if you
I'd
look
pay
at the
full
trailer,
price
Oh,
for
it
this.
does.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. It looks
It's
like
just the art style is
yeah.
very. It's like
It
abs.
also it
Like
also
abs.
reminds me of Wind Waker.
Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, it does.
We have a Zelda clone already.
Ocean
What's that
Horn. Yeah.
called? The something horn,
Oh, shoe. Yeah, Ocean Horn. Yeah.
ocean horn. And so now we gotta.
I'm
I
hearing
mean,
good things about the game though. They said it's good.
yeah, that's what I'm hearing. So yeah,
But yeah,
I'm not getting it, but that's a cool game. That's a game to look out for.
it's a quality indie, so I'm gonna definitely get a day one. What about
Cool.
you, Ghost Rider?
What the indie game?
Yeah, Rhyme. It was
Nah,
exclusive, but it's coming multi-plat now.
nah, I'm not with it.
I guess I'm the only one.
No. I'm
I
picking
think
it
I
up,
think
but
Bebop likes
it
it.
depends on the price too.
Yeah.
If it's like 15, $10, like Mr. 100 said or suggested and Chief, then I'll probably more than likely get it. But if it's
Yeah,
not, like if
20
it's
bucks is
20, 25, or 30,
good price range.
he's gonna have to wait. It was like rated 5. That shit was $50. You bugging. I didn't get it until it was 12.
Same here. Still
You
fuck
know?
kind of ripped off.
Oh, you stupid.
What about you, Sega?
It's just another case, man, of you know,
I got
making your game exclusive, and then when you do it exclusively, dude, you kind of alienate a fan base, and when you alienate a fan base in this day and age, like I said, man, we're not wanting for anything on Xbox. There's a ton
Right.
of games on it, on that I can download right now that are similar or probably even better. This game
Right.
does look good though. But when in this day and age, to do something like that, I don't understand again why people do this. Make it multi-platform across the board. If you
Right.
plan to do that, don't. If you're gonna make it if you're gonna make it for a particular system, then keep it for that system.
Right.
But if you're gonna do multi-platform, don't do it like give some guy exclusive rights and then the following year give it to somebody else. Just that kind
yeah,
of stuff
time
gets
exclusivity always it sucks.
Right.
it leaves a bitter taste in people's mouth. And like I said, with Xbox guys, like Chief just said, right? We got AAA titles coming on the pipe, man. I don't have to worry about anything right now.
And to me, it makes no sense to spend money to keep a game off another console. To me, that's
Right.
it's just a dumb practice in general.
Right.
I mean, if the company, if they want to do that, and then the developer buys into that, that's up to you guys. That's on you guys.
But
you
it
can make
also
a choice as consumers.
The
You make
exception,
choice as a consumer to do it.
right?
if you
Chief,
wanna pick it up or not.
right, forever. But the only way I see it as an exception, and I don't know if you guys agree with me, is basically if they're going to use the benefits of that console, like dedicated servers in this case, or in the case of Xbox as well, if they're going to use DirectX 12 as the graphic API, because you can't use those on PlayStation or Nintendo's console. That's different. So
Yeah,
you
but then that gets into that debate of what they call that parity, right?
right,
Ain't-
right,
Get into this whole
But it's
parity
no,
thing.
but see, it's no law with parity. It's no law
right.
with that. If I pay for some shit, I don't give a damn what you do to the other console.
Right,
That's
right.
between you and them.
That's why I always found.
As long as mine's work right, I got it's mine. I really want mine's better than yours.
Right.
That's
Well,
just like
that's what 100. I don't know if you
Camaro.
agree with
You got
me.
Camaro and you got Firebird. I always loved
Firebird,
Camaro.
right.
Don't give a fuck about the Firebird, but everybody knew the Camaro was better than the Firebird.
All right. Well,
Yeah, but
here's
oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
Sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I was gonna tell 100 to like touch on what 100 said. That's why I always find it stupid when they say, "Oh, that we gotta have parity with like the NBA 2K. They don't use dedicated servers," and I'm like, I don't understand why, because we're not cross playing with PlayStation console gamers. We're playing with Xbox gamers. So why not use a dedicated server for the Xbox One version? and just leave the PlayStation version peer to peer because that's all that their online service and structure is designed for. Because that for me that's stupid.
But see, in that term is no one has no exclusivity rights. There's no time, content, or none of that. So why would you do that? You got to understand, 2K is like I'm making money on the fifth, and then I don't have to. Because by this, you're going to be choose. It's a sports game. You're choosing over thing. Both platforms is buying them. They ain't gonna throw the shit on. Or I don't know if they throw it on the Switch, but it's maybe a version on the Switch. You just don't want to alienate people. Like
I
that.
know, but remember the dedicated servers on Xbox are free. You don't pay for them.
Yeah. But see, think about it. So say if this, I'm 2K, and the Xbox version runs on dedicated servers, but the PlayStation does. You're alienating your fan base. It's business wise. By then, you're telling people to go buy it on Xbox, then buy it on PlayStation. You actually want to take money from everybody you can.
Right, I see what you're saying, but I don't think they care about that when they do a game on 1080p on PS4 and 900 on Xbox. You can put that argument as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
I do see what you're saying.
2K is the same on both.
Right? Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely
right. If you want to talk about the graphics thing, and that's a different story, then you got to gripe about that. So you know what I'm saying? Like, once you go put this, because I remember people saying, "Well, why didn't you put Titanfall 2 on dedicated servers?" Microsoft gave it to you.
I was just about to bring that up, dude.
And they said no, we didn't want to do it, even though they fucking shit is
basically because they knew the Xbox version was going to be the more.
It's going to be superior.
The more appealing.
And then they wanted
and then they will lose sales on PlayStation.
Yeah, and they wanted.
We're still talking about Rhyme.
No, about the the
parody,
the parody with the parody system in games, like with Titanfall 2 they're using dedicated servers, and they was like, why don't you use it for part 2? And basically what 100 is clarifying is because then it'll make the Xbox One version the superior version, the more appealing version, and it'll potentially lose sales for the PlayStation 4 version, which is their new audience that they're trying to garner and gain. So, I can see what he's saying.
Okay, and of course the Xbox guys won't care. If they did that for PlayStation, we wouldn't care because we have our games that we were playing.
Right. We're different.
And they'll get pissed off and they'll,
Yeah. We have a different mindset, right?
I got a game coming out. What do y'all think about Ukulele?
I can tell you one thing: it's sold out in Amazon for the Xbox physically.
I think I'm gonna day one it. I don't know. I haven't played.
When's that out?
Ukulele.
Comes out April, and it's sold out for Xbox One physically in Amazon.
When else comes out in April?
I don't know. I have no clue.
If there's nothing out in April, day one.
Okay.
Depends.
Is anybody in here getting Ghost day one?
Ghost Sniper?
No.
Wildlands.
Oh,
yeah.
Ghost Recon?
I grab Ghost Recon.
I'm grabbing
I want it, but because they've been having problems with some of their games being broke, I got to see first if they've broken it or
not. So week 2. So week 2, you're going to get it.
I'm getting
probably.
Yeah, week 2.
In 3 days.
Hey, that
yeah, week 2.
Yeah, that's a safe way to buy games nowadays. To be honest.
I don't want to say that because Ghost Recon games for the most part has always been high quality and always been good games. But
yeah, they're.
I think they've been taking their time with this one.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully it'll be ready when it comes out, and we'll have a good experience. Because I'm buying it day.
And now with the announcement of Mass Effect on the 21st of March, woof, that's not a big window.
Yeah, that's my life gone right there. But man,
what about
mad at me now? She's gonna be mad at me then. Like when Halo come out, I told her you can't talk to me. You had to talk to me before 9 o'clock. Because when this shit, when I be able to play this shit, I don't want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? BG4 class. I need 24 hours of peace.
Yeah, I remember you did that too.
Crazy, man.
Aside from that, I still get cussed out.
Wars 2, you getting that, honey? Or you're not into? I'm not into RTS.
I don't like RTS, man.
But
I do like.
Hearing
I know that Blitz mode, man. That Blitz mode looks real.
I'll get that on sale for sure.
I'm gonna Halo fanboy out on it, and yeah, I'm gonna get it day one.
Well,
I'll join you, Master Chief.
You're the exception, Chief. Remember that. What about you, Ghost?
Nope.
Oh snap!
I'm not. I rather Halo game than that.
Yeah, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
is a
yeah.
Halo, but you mean the style of the
Yeah,
traditional Halo.
traditional Halo.
Yeah,
It's
Halo
all
was
it's all
across
good, man. It's
everybody,
all
but
good.
I mean, I have to give Microsoft props for putting out a unique game.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
that's a unique
And
game.
you know
Actually,
what? You're right, and they're not like, okay, we got to make $1 billion off this. No, they just want to make a good RTS game for
yes,
RTS fans out there,
yes.
and a good RTS game for Halo fans out there. And I kind of like RTS games, but I love Halo. So for me, it's over the top. It does, it does excite me. I can't
it
wait for it
should.
to come out.
It's
Right.
it's got to
Yeah.
be Halo,
I
regardless of
will
what
buy it.
the
I will buy it as long if nobody posts all the damn what do you call that
Cutscene.
Videos.
Cutscene.
cutscenes.
Oh,
If I see
cutscenes.
them
Yeah.
Yeah,
cutscenes, if
Yeah.
I
yep,
get
yep.
loaded and I see them cutscenes, I ain't playing that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I enjoy cutscenes. I'm a
And
Halo fanatic.
that villain's supposed to be a big part of the Halo lore going forward. That's
Yeah.
what I heard.
Yeah.
So
And the cutscenes in that game are always movie quality, like some of the best out there.
right.
And so in between really good strategy gameplay, you get really nice CG movie cutscenes that tie it all together. I mean, and if you enjoy Halo, I mean, I think that they're going to make this one easier because I know the last Halo was a little bit on the hardcore side, where it's like it didn't tell you what to do, it didn't hold your hand. I think maybe there needs to be a little bit of hand holding in this one to open it up to a general audience, but still maintain, the hardcore strategy that it has. Because it's chess. I mean, the game it's like chess, and if you haven't played it multiplayer, that's where it really shines. Because there's two ways you can play it. I got some friends that like to go at it immediately, fucking attacking, throwing shit at me, attacking my bases. And then some people like to sit and build up an army. And once I got my army built, you got your army built, we just go. We just send
Right.
them
No,
all
I'll be
over.
honest with you,
Watch
Chief.
it.
When you was telling me about it, it
Hmm.
kind of piqued my interest, but I'm just like never done it before in those type of games. So that's what's holding me behind. But I'm kind of interested in playing.
Yeah, I think people should give it a try. Um, you
For the,
know,
at
I can
least
understand if you don't get it day one, but I'd say rent it or
that's a
GameFly
$5 bid
it,
for
or
Ghost.
see
I ain't say
see.
$5. If it's
No, for
20, you know
Ghost, for
what?
Ghost, for Ghost.
Oh, cause I'm gonna put this way. I turned into a reneged person lately. I said I wasn't getting Titanfall 2, and I reneged. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had see, I gave up. I said I reneged. You know what I'm saying? My man calls me. My man calls me. He's like, I got that Titanfall 2. I got it early. I'm like, you know what? You're a bad influence in my life. I'm I'm finna get it, man. I'm
I
finna
wasn't
go on and give
even
it to
gonna
you.
get Timefall 2 either, man, but they put out that Battlefield 1 Timefall 2 bundle, that bundleroo,
Yeah, I
and
was
I was
pretty.
like, all right, fuck it, $75, I
Bugaroo.
got both of them. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
That was
And man,
pretty appealing.
The kids was like the last few nights we been playing Titanfall too. I enjoy the gameplay. My son went through the story last night. I was like, Dad finna pass out. It's we got the gardeners here in the morning. They make a lot of noise, make a lot of noise, make a lot of noise. So I gotta go to sleep. I'm going to sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Then I know he got a couple of achievements left. He was like, then I look at my thing like, I'm finna take your Titanfall too. I said, I brought you into this world. I'll take you out. How
man.
much cash I gave you for Christmas? I gave
Well,
you
that was
cash for Christmas. So you better go get your own
That's
time. I heard
funny.
it's cheap.
Yeah,
I paid $60. I don't think it's 60. You might get it used for 20. You better take your,
Yeah,
you
but
fun GameStop.
but I gotta admit they've done a lot of good sales with Titanfall 2 and Watch Dogs, Dead Rising, Battlefield. They've done a lot of good sales.
yeah.
Oh, thank
But
you,
they take
thank
my
you.
matter of fact,
Thank
that's
you,
what I want to
EA.
understand. Man, people talk about EA and all this shit, but EA giving me video games.
man.
They've been giving me
Yo,
free game.
hey, in
My
the past,
$30 been worth it. My $30 been worth it because I was
yep,
like I said, I love boxing and I love UFC, but I wasn't buying that shit. I got tired of the homies knocking my ass out. At least I
All
get it
right,
done now.
it's no joke.
Said
It's no
I got
joke.
what do you call that? Catalyst, Mirror's Edge.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me both of them. They gave me a bunch of 360 games
Mm-hmm.
that I
Mm-hmm.
can play on my spare time. I'm
Mass
like, man,
Effect,
my eating,
all the
yeah,
Mass Effect
I got
games
the
back
free
when they had
EA
a free.
access.
man,
Yeah, that
yeah,
EA
Mass Effect.
access, man, ponies don't know, dude. That's like one of the greatest fucking deals on here, and a lot of people don't realize it. Like you get all the sports games, you get Mirror's Edge, you get Unraveled, you get all the Mass Effects, all the games that
Plant
Hundred just
versus
mentioned.
Zombie.
free. Yeah, play. Yeah, you ain't gotta
For
pay to play. You
$30.
get $30 a year, and you play all these games anytime you want. And then you get discounts on new games when they come out. You get to play them 10 days early before they come out. It's a lot of fucking. I think it's worth it. Like the EA access is
Mass Effect is coming out
yeah.
days earlier, and you get to play the whole fucking game for
The
free.
whole fucking game.
Yeah.
UFC 2, man. I'm loving that game. Dude, I didn't have to pay for it. You know, everybody else is buying that game. And for the price of what they pay for it, I got a year of it. I get to play it in every other game for a year. So I think the EA access, more people should
Like
take
Battlefield
advantage of
1.
it.
If you don't like World War One, you can go play. You can go get Hardline. And
Yep.
you get Hardline,
Yep,
or you
those
get
are free
Battlefield
too.
4,
Free on that
and they
too,
give
man.
you the premium shit.
Yep.
You got all the DLC and all that shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so look at all the value that you're getting. I don't see over there they giving you that value
But
for
that's the
30
thing. They
bucks.
give you a lot of options over here. That's the thing.
But they don't get credit.
Well,
Right? I
that's
know
why we're
Microsoft
doing
gives
it.
us the option to have EA access, and it's one of the greatest features on here, and a lot of people like it. And it's funny that Sony, you know, they tell their consumers like what's good for them and what's not, and I just think that's bullshit. Like there's a situation where more options are better for you, and yet you say you don't want it because Sony told you don't want it because they said it's not a good value to you. Man, I feel sorry for you if you can't get EA access. Like it's a really great deal, $30 a year, man.
Right.
That shit has more than giving me my money's worth. Easy.
Right. Right.
Oh no, man! To me, that's a Christmas. If you go get it, if you any of y'all listen to this and you get to play, get an Xbox, go get EA access. You're getting a shitload of games.
Yeah, they give you free month codes too, though. When you buy Xbox, sometimes certain ones, depending what you buy. Like if you buy the Battlefield one, you get it in the FIFA.
And don't pay the $5 a month because you get robbed. Get
And
your
no, you know
bitch
what's
ass
even
up
better?
and get the
Hey,
30.
we get great games. We get great games with gold, but what's even better is we get back and pack games. Like last month, we had a good month, dude. They gave us Sleeping
Outland.
Dogs. What was the other one? Outlast and then
Burnout, right?
Burnout Paradise backers can pack for free, man. You can't fucking do that. That's the best week of three free games I've ever seen.
And you get to keep them,
Yeah, there. Yeah, you get to keep them.
whether you have gold or not.
And they store it on your hard drive. They're
Yeah.
not streaming. They don't stream.
Yeah,
They
no
PlayStation
streaming.
now. Motherfucking stream.
So, what other games we got coming? We got South Park Fractured Butthole. Huh? I had to say it like that.
Fractured but whole.
Fractured Butthole. Sorry, that's what you're supposed to say.
We got For Honor coming out.
Yeah.
For Honor, man.
Honor.
Everybody's looking forward to that, I think, man.
I
It wasn't-
ain't-
Now we got
I seen
Armada.
gameplay. It looks alright in the multiplayer.
For the ponies, they just announced that Days Gone's coming out early on 2017.
Nah, that's a 2-month-old article.
Really?
Yeah, from like some bootleg ass website too.
Really? Oh,
Yeah, and I
thanks
read
for
the
the correction.
article.
Thanks for the
Nothing-
correction.
I read the article. Nothing really. No source. No citation. No nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't I feel stupid? Thanks for the correction, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's all good.
Well, I mean, I hope they get something because only
They got a
Horizon.
decent line.
That Nier though, I played the demo. I gotta say, Nier is nice. Platinum's doing a good job. I really hope it sells because if it sells, it'll come to Xbox as well.
Yeah,
Because that's what he said he
I'll
wants.
buy it used.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'll buy it on the PlayStation used, but if it comes on an Xbox, I'm gonna buy it new. Because then they won't count it and say we don't support games.
Is that where the enemies look like a bunch of Android bots? You know, like the Android.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it plays
That,
wooden
actually, I
androids.
don't know, man. I don't want to play that game just because the enemies look stupid. You
No,
just beat on
but
these-
it plays good, Chief.
It
It's like
plays good,
Bayonetta.
yeah.
It plays really, really good. Like it's.
I like
nice.
those kind of games, but I want to be fighting like people or ninjas.
That's
or,
not the only thing you fight. It's not the
rock creatures don't interest
You
me.
fight an
man.
oil rig, dude.
Right, you fight
Fine.
fucking
They look like
transformer.
walking. They look like walking Android
No,
advertisements.
Chief. Like you fight a transformer oil rig, and you put this mech suit on to
Yeah.
fly, and you're
What?
shooting at it while you're
Like,
flying.
I'm not
It's
too
crazy.
big in the art style because you play with like a maid with an eye patch and shit. It's
Right.
weird.
That's what I'm saying, man. The art style I ain't feeling.
But that's the artist of the creator of that animation of the anime style of that lore.
But yeah, Nier
That's
is a
his
good
art
game.
style, right? But it's a good game. It's definitely
Speaking
good.
of art style, man, Darkstalkers, man, I need to start playing that because that is a beautiful art style.
Oh yeah,
The
Joe
screenshots you showed me, he
I
vibed.
want the original. I want the original. I got two.
Oh yeah, I was telling Chief yesterday. I'm gonna pick it up for him because He don't have it. I told him don't play 2 without playing 1. 1 is the
I
shit.
know. I talking about the homie told me the story about it already, so I already
Oh,
know.
yeah,
But
no, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good though. It's
But
good.
who's the artist behind it?
Joe Maldonado or something like that.
Yeah, you can tell the game is
Mandialona or something like that.
very
He's been
heavy
doing
on
comics for a
art
long time.
direction, man. I like the way. I
Forever
like.
knows him better. I mean,
Who's
Sega.
that? Joe
Yeah,
Maduro.
that game has been in
The
my
guy,
back
the
catalog for so
artist
long, but now
for
that they just
Darksiders.
had it on sale and I picked it up, man, I'm probably gonna be starting that soon, man. You're telling me I can't play the first without the second? I mean,
Right, right.
the
Don't.
second without the first because I want to start with the second.
Hey, Master Chief, if you like the art, man, go check out. Well, I think I told you that yesterday, right? Joe Maduro
Yeah,
writes this
Joe
series of comic
Mandiario.
books. Yeah, Maduro. He writes. He
Madonna.
does a comic book called Battle Chasers.
Yes, that's the one you said. Right. Battle
Yeah,
Chasers. It's really good series, but it was short lived, right?
yeah. If you like that art style, though, you'll love
Yeah.
it. Comic
He's a good
artist.
artist. They said it they were trying to do the remasters to establish funds to try to do part 3 because THQ Nordic, that's what they're called now. They bought the IP. So that's good because both of those games are actually very solid. Those are like Zelda games for adults, like what Zelda should be for adults. They're really, really good. Combat
It's
systems
similar.
are phenomenal. The
Similar.
combat systems are phenomenal.
Battle Chasers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a comic. It's good, but it's short lived. Like it was a short series. So, what's the next topic, Jay? So
I think
we're
that's
running
pretty
into
much it.
yeah, we're running into
Yeah,
2.5
man.
hours already.
Yeah.
We could talk all day out here. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
I ain't even gonna lie, guys.
Oh, he
my
probably took a
battery is
nap.
at 5%.
I gotta get up by 4 in the morning.
Dang,
Oh, damn.
Rocking out.
and you still rocking out.
I'm
Come
rocking
on,
out,
man.
man. I'm sitting
Nah,
back.
man, you better go to sleep, man.
Yes, sir.
I only got what the fuck. Yeah,
I
but I
gotta go
had a good
talk to the
time.
missus.
I'm listening to y'all like fuck that. I'm falling back just listening. Like I'm tired as fuck, but
Hey,
I'm
I
like,
gotta go
yeah.
talk to
we
the
ain't
old
hating.
lady.
We're
I got
not
text
hating.
like
We
3
understand.
times. You taking video games over me? No.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah,
I have
that
to eat
happens,
right
honey.
now. I'm like, oh no, I'm telling her I was eating online though, but I'm like, before I talk to you, I gotta go grab me some liquor.
My
Look,
wife
let's
already hit
out.
me with a saucepan, talking about it's getting late. You got to take the kids to school tomorrow. It ain't no joke.
Oh man,
These
Yeah.
women, these streets with these women, they no joke when it comes to video games. They'll toss you up.
What? I talk a good one.
Like, yo, my nigga, hurry up. It's time to go.
Yeah.
yeah.
I put down the
It's
controller.
time to go.
What? Let's
No.
just needless to say, man, we have a. Oh, go ahead with the drum roll.
Wow. Time is running.
So we're going.
Before I leave, I'm gonna tell you like this. God bless everybody in this panel. I had a great time chilling out with y'all, hanging out with y'all,
Thank you, Ghost.
and definitely Kaleidoscope. I hope you feel better, my brother. And all this is going out to all podcasters on the Xbox community, meaning the live and direct X minus the fraud is gonna call out BGST, Crack Gamer Shows, or GKB Show, the next podcast. Mooch, if you're still around, we're gonna go at it on multiplayer games, Battlefield, Gears. Let's do a whole community, see which podcast is the #1 podcast.
Oh boy.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
If y'all down, what's up? It is what it is. I'm ready.
Community podcast.
I'm not
game.
ready, but I'll be there.
Me neither.
It started going down. Intermediate gets motherfucking next podcast this Saturday.
Yeah.
Anybody willing to join Battlefield?
Oh, that's right. You guys
Yeah,
are
100
challenging.
of them
That's
is
right.
going at it.
It's going.
Nah,
Hey,
I tell
take
you
it
what
all.
Check
I
that
tell you
out.
what would be nice if we could get somebody who's good at doing Forza skins to make a skin
Yeah,
for,
next
to make a
Xbox
car
can do it.
skin for each
Xbox can do it.
podcast, right?
That'd be
And then,
sick.
Get an
yo,
Xbox. He good at that
It's
shit.
the
Oh yeah, and do
Xbox.
like a challenge
Yeah,
on Forza.
he know how
Yeah,
to do
that'd be
it.
nice.
Yeah, he's good at it.
I do some nice ones, but it take me long. I don't know how fast Xbox can do them, but
Oh, that's fuck got
it
it
takes
down,
long.
dude.
Yeah, he got it like that. I mean, he a force, man. He done beat the game. He done flipped
Yeah.
the game. He done He done had sex with the game. If it wasn't for his old lady, he done did all to the game.
Oh,
I
Oh
just
yeah,
yeah.
got
dude.
Oh,
We almost,
snap.
hey, we almost forgot to mention, man. Ki. Yo, who wants to talk
Oh,
about the
the
Ki?
Ultimates. They
the
brought back the
ultimate. Yeah, they were
Ultimates.
on that
Yeah.
ultimate. Yeah, the ultimates was coming, and then I'm about to go sell out fucking $10 for fucking Kilgore
Oh,
again.
are
He
they
got, I
bringing
mean,
ultimate finishers back or some shit like that?
Ultimate
they
Finisher is
bringing
coming. Yeah, dude.
Is
man.
that like
They
Ultimate
better
supposed to
Finisher.
have
be the
my girl.
equivalent of the Mortal
Man,
Kombat fatalities? It's supposed to be like that?
they kind of like that, but my girl better show her titties. Orkin better show her titties. That's all I'm
Oh
saying.
my
She
god.
used to
That
do
was
that
all.
though.
You're right
Yeah,
though.
that was
You're
She
what
used to
she
right.
do
used
that.
to do. She was
Uh huh.
with it.
No
She
lie,
sit there.
100.
Oh
She
my
was coming
god.
correct. She was coming
Yeah.
correct, huh?
You know what I'm saying? You got them big old Tigo. Maya need to wiggle her ass. Motherfuckers gonna buy that shit. They do that shit.
Yo,
Kick
no
your ass
lie,
and wiggle your ass.
100. When you said that, I was thinking about the sound effect. That is.
Man,
No,
they just don't know. It's all right. This ain't this man. We ain't that shit rated R over there. Shit, it's cool.
we
Man,
all
bring that shit.
it's all in good fun.
Yeah,
It's all in
man.
good fun.
Well, you see, we don't have a drought over here for games, and then not to mention, man, I can't wait to see the next because we got another lineup of games Microsoft's getting ready to reveal. They haven't revealed yet because all the games that they revealed first are out. So what do they got to reveal, man? You know, that's all I'm saying. I can't wait to see coming forward. And
Yeah,
we got
The whole
Scalebound, we
element
got
of surprise.
Crackdown, we know, but we got a lot more shit, dude. You know they're
yo,
about to unveil, dude.
Chief, think
I,
about this, Chief. Matt, think about this. Microsoft seen what Sony did. So at the
oh, man.
E3, they gonna go all out.
Yeah,
Yo,
I think so.
they're gonna,
I
dude.
feel
They're
that's
gonna.
my opinion.
Here's what's gonna happen, though. They're gonna unveil a list of games, right, at Microsoft, and by the time we get all those games, them ponies are still gonna be waiting on theirs. We're gonna
Right.
get a list, and we're gonna be playing them games, and they're gonna still be sitting there waiting on shit that they've been waiting on launch day for. They're gonna still be waiting.
Now they're gonna announce God of War 6
They're
before
gonna be,
5
yeah,
come out.
yeah. They're gonna be games pushed. They're gonna be games pushed to 2019, 2020. We're gonna be playing the next new shit, just like always. We're
Phil
gonna
gotta
have the
come
new
out. No,
games.
but
We're gonna have
Phil
the
gotta
better
come out. I don't
games.
know. Phil gotta. I don't know if y'all agree with me or not. Phil gotta come out with a Cupid. I'm sorry. It's some big news about to drop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Oh, it's gonna be huge, bro. Think about it. We're like, if everything they've announced initially is almost out, is released, except for a couple games, man.
Everything that should be
They
shown should be
right,
surprised.
dude. They got a secret list right now. They probably can't wait to talk about, man. In fact, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Rise
I
2,
can't wait for
please.
them to talk about it because
Hell yeah.
I just all this
Quantum Break 2,
speculation.
please.
Oh man, like like can y'all? You know,
Recore 15, please.
yeah. What do y'all think? Besides, like, okay, like, we know Sea of Thieves, we know Crackdown, we know Scalebound. I mean, these are going to be big, innovative titles. State of Decay, but what else, man? Like, what do you think? Just guess. Let's
Yo,
guess. Like,
I'm
not,
saying
this is all guessing. No, no,
My
don't take
bold
none of this
prediction is
seriously.
I think they're gonna surprise us with a Rise 2. I really have the feeling.
that'd
Ooh,
be me.
That's
yeah.
my
Yeah.
bold
I would
prediction.
like
This
another.
is crazy, guys, but they're probably gonna make a Forza 7.
Oh.
Shots fired. Uh-oh. We need. Oh, damn, for real?
Oh.
My guess is a new IP. I just don't
Yeah.
know what type of new IP.
Well, yeah, they should have a couple. They should. They
They
definitely
they
should.
should come out with a new IP like Devil May Cry
Their
slash
own.
I
Ninja
want to
type
see
Well,
shit.
this
Ninja
dog.
Some new
Blade is an
Ninja,
exclusive.
yeah,
Ninja
like
Blade
I
is
want
a
a kung
good, would
fu
be a
game,
good one.
bro.
Yeah.
Ninja
I
Blade
want a
is
kung fu
exclusive.
game, bro. Just a straight up kung fu game.
that would be tough.
Like Jet Li, like that Jet Li Kung Fu game used to be
Yeah,
out.
after playing Sleeping Dogs again, man, it's like, yo, we need more martial arts games.
Yeah.
That shit
Dope,
fire.
dope.
More beat 'em ups. We need more beat 'em ups.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. You don't even have to
Four
make it
player.
open world. Just
I
make it
wouldn't mind a
fucking.
binary
Just
domain.
make it deep. Just make it deep. Beat 'em.
Yo, just give us a 4-player beat 'em up, man. We
Or
can just
guys, a savage ass Viking game, like
Yeah, like
savage, like
Viking
bloody
shit.
and gore, like you just
Yeah.
running through slashing shit and killing, taking over tribes and shit. That'll be tough.
Like the first Viking on from Sega, but make a sequel, make it more
oh
hardcore.
man, yeah, dude. Sega had a good game called Viking, and if
That
they,
shit was dope.
Oh yeah, it was real good.
it's pretty
Yeah, that
good.
was awesome. Wasn't that Crytek? Who did that?
No, that was
Not Crytek.
Sega. It was Sega forever.
No, but who was it's somebody they team up with, right?
Oh, you mean for the development of the game?
Yeah.
It was an in-house Sega group too. I forgot the name of it, but I have the game. I gotta look at it.
That game was awesome.
Yeah, it was. It was just short. That was the only problem.
Man, I gotta
Sorry.
get out here, man. The old lady's just spreading my life. So I
Yeah,
gotta give her a little couple of time, man. Good like rocking out with y'all, man. Y'all can
definitely 100.
make some time, man.
For rocking out. You the
You know what I'm
fucking
saying?
man.
Man,
You
I
know
ain't no
that.
star, man. I'm a bum.
You the fucking man.
Fucking bum,
You
man.
keep
Ain't
it
nobody.
100. Wahana. You keep it a hana.
Yeah, but my girl saying I ain't keeping that shit right now.
Oh
So,
shit.
Oh,
I'm about to
I
go
know.
post. I'm about to go take a picture next to someone else's car and post it up online.
Oh my god. Yo,
all right.
Chief, can you give me some money, bro? I'm trying to buy Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Oh my
Bro, some Japanese
God,
games on
fine.
sale, bro. Lend me some money.
Uh-oh.
Your guys are crazy. Son up. Yo,
It's all in
Yo.
good fun, people. It's all in good fun.
yo, for y'all out there, man, make sure you're subscribed to Hebot and Sega Forever, man.
Everybody
Definitely
in this
subscribe, man.
podcast.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
Hell yeah.
Thanks, bro.
This has been a good podcast, man.
Definitely, man. Like, and definitely subscribe. I don't know if he's really out of retirement, but Xbox Uprising, they need, we need you back, bro.
Yeah, Master Chief.
Yeah, man.
You need to come on hiatus.
Need to make some video. I need to quit playing. They need to quit making so many damn games for me to play, man. I got time.
Oh, look up.
I'm too busy enjoying, man. Like seriously, man.
At least he has an
Hey,
excuse, right?
as soon as I get done with one game, there's another one, man. I'm trying to play. I'm trying to have fun, just trying to enjoy
Yeah.
games, man. It takes a lot to sit and make and edit a video and all that. I like the
Podcast
podcast
making
format.
videos is a lot of work. It's not
Oh yeah,
easy. That's why you got to give these guys props when they do it every week.
oh yeah, man.
Multiple times.
When you see someone put work
A lot
into a
of
video
time,
and time into it, and like I like Livewire's videos when he does that stop motion
Oh
stuff.
yeah, it's funny as hell.
I know it takes him a lot of
Shout out to
time,
Live,
but
yeah.
it's unique. It's cool,
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny. It's comical in
Yeah.
itself.
Uh-huh.
But you
Looking at
know one thing
puppets
I like
funny as
about
hell.
Livewire though, watching his shit. It's like sometimes like most of the time when he's speaking, it's like common sense.
Right.
Yeah,
He's
that's
throwing out
it. Just
and,
common sense, man.
yeah, and he's like for the idiots out there that don't get it, he does it another way so they can get it.
That needs,
They can catch
that
on.
needs to be his slogan, man. A dose of common sense, because that's what he is. Dude. A dose of common sense when it comes to shit.
Right.
And a lot of other good YouTubers out there, man. B Drew 1111.
Mhm.
He keeps it real. He's a huge Xbox gamer. Plays lots of Gears. Plays lots of Halo. Plays with all the time, man. He's a huge Walking Dead fan. I think most people in here are.
Yes.
He's
Yeah,
got
Yeah.
thick hits out.
E-Rock too. E-Rock is a
E-Rock.
big Xbox fan too. You will get a lot of support.
Yeah, man, he needs to get a lot of support, man. There's a lot of other
You know his
Xbox
shit.
YouTubers out there that need the support, man, and they should show love and drop by and show them some love, man. Subscribe, man.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's all about uplifting each other and helping each other out, man. Like, hear what your Xbox bro in the community got to say, because everybody got a different opinion and everybody sees things different.
Right.
That's what's unique about every YouTuber, Xbox YouTuber out there. Everybody's unique.
Right. They bring something to the table because
Yep.
everybody's perspective is different. Absolutely.
You got some that's comedians. You got some, that do certain type of way of their style of how their game wise or how they talk or whatever, and that's what makes them unique, man. So people like that, y'all need to subscribe to, man, because this Sony community is out of it's getting crazy.
Stale.
It's like
In
crazy.
a state of decay, bro.
It's like we gotta utilize a lot of the asses, man.
Jay, just
Oh,
let us know when you want us to like say goodbyes, and we can call it a night. It's up to you, Jay.
Nah, it's Ghost Show. He's the host.
guys, yeah, what you gotta do. That he bought.
All right, guys.
Go ahead, go ahead, Jay. Whoever.
I guess I'll go. All right, guys. Have a good night. Have a good day, wherever you are.
Yeah, you're right about that.
If you made it this far, you're a champion. You deserve
Yeah.
1,000. You deserve 1,000 gamer score.
You just got to dive
Listen,
in.
when the host of the
Yeah, you
show
gotta dive
sounds
in.
like he goes down for the count, you know it's serious.
Nah, man, I had a good fucking time. We need to do this like on a Saturday, guys, early.
Early.
Right.
If you want, Chief, you down?
But yo, man, it's always. I mean, we always have
Whatever
a
you
good
guys want
conversation.
me.
We always have a good time. We always have fun. So
Right.
this is just what it's like hanging out with us online. You know,
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
exactly.
True. Well, Jay and Ghost and Kaleidoscope, shout outs to him. Thanks for having me on. It was an honor to be on for the first time, legitimately. I hope I can get him. Yeah, I know, I know. I hope I can get invited. More often. Unfortunately, under the circumstances, I know it's different. There's now three horsemen and one missing. So
Nah,
but
it's the Illuminati now, he bought.
Exactly. The Illuminati
so
meeting
Yeah.
everybody. We
I
all
appreciate the invite. It was an honor. Like I said, I had a blast with all you guys. Like always, like we always do. It's always long. It's always hard to finish because we just to keep talking.
we talk about good shit though.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. And I hope that everybody out there, God bless, Happy New Year, good luck with this year. I hope it brings you a lot of good, prosperous things. And yeah, check out my channel if you like. And remember, if you subscribe, you become part of the family. Shout outs to my Facebook group, intramediagaming.com, and with my boy New Legal Felon at the World of Xbox. You guys can join. Welcome to join. We don't fuck around with it. It's all about gaming, and we don't do no trolling, stupid shit. It's a lot of fun. Talk a lot of Xbox stuff. And remember Xbox for life, for like a sickness that can't be cured.
And that's fire. I like that.
Thank
That
you.
is good stuff. I like when you leave comments like that because that's official.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, one more thing. There's something special coming up. Is being tossed up inside the pot in the horizon, coming soon, either this weekend or next weekend. Well, what I'm working on. I'm not going to say what it is, but you soon find out.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Next up,
now you got to tell me later because I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah,
Sega,
I'll tell you.
Sega Forever.
Yeah, man. Sega Forever. Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. It was a real blessing being here with you guys. It was really fun.
Yeah, man.
Not only being here was cool, man, but also a huge fan of you guys' channel. I follow you guys, watch all your videos. So it's kind
Thanks,
of cool
man.
doing this,
Yeah,
man.
man, we appreciate it.
And that's the good thing about this community, man. Even though some of us have differences and stuff like that, man, we're able to come together as one. Hopefully that continues in 2017, man. We got a lot of good stuff to look forward to on the Microsoft side, especially. We have games, man. We have a ton of games. So, all the drama, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But we got a lot
Yeah.
of stuff to look forward to. So
Well, the
thanks for
goal for
having me on, guys.
yeah, absolutely. You're the man forever. The goal for 17 should be, to unite this community once again and stop that dumb drama shit. That's what it should be. But let's see what happens.
Let's
Sorry, I
see,
didn't mean to
man.
cut off.
It's all right, man. But anyway, man, like Kaleidoscope would say, it's clear. Here it is, clear as day, man. The Xbox is the
Clear.
best
No,
box.
here it is.
It's
Clear
clear
as
as
motherfucking
fucking
day.
Motherfucking day,
day.
yo.
And
Yo,
I'm out.
And
and I'm
I'm
out.
Peace.
out.
Hope you feel
Xbox
good,
is the
Chilida.
best
Shout
box.
outs to you, buddy.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Peace.
Peace.
All right.
Peace.
Later.